You said you were when he says you are on, brother.
We're on. It's on screen. I'm like,
we're good. We're live. Hello, everybody out there.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. To now recording.
Everyone
we're currently
start
being
talking.
hosted by
I'm
the
just
third best.
listening right now.
What?
Hello and welcome to Now Recording. I'm Matt.
Hello and welcome to Now
I
Recording.
think we're good. I think we're good. Welcome to Now Recording. I'm Matt Pitt. That's Mickey Mitch.
Matt Pitt.
That's Mickey Mitch.
Hi. I'm
That's
so confused
Core.
right now.
I'm Matt Pitt.
That's D Max.
Hi, I'm D-Max.
And that's Beavers. And that's Beavers. And that's Beavers.
My bird's
Hello.
making sounds, you idiot. Continue on.
We just got done watching the what was that? The Edwin stream? Not a fan of what happened there. No, sir. That was a catastrophe. Would you guys agree?
What? Wait,
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
felt
like watching
pre-recorded
Twitter
for the
videos?
first bit.
Yeah, it did feel pre-recorded, but you
I
didn't
was
like
sus
watching.
as hell.
It really was, and it was really funny because like half of the stream was just the chat trying to figure out whether it was pre-recorded or not. But then he started looking at Twitter videos, like Twitter fight videos, and it was like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was. I was not really suspecting that it was pre-recorded because I think I saw him like react to something in the chat early on, but it had that pre-recorded feel with the music and stuff.
It really depends. Was he reacting to an account that he couldn't have had control of or whatever? Because it wasn't until he started reacting to the tomatoes that I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely live. But I've been thinking about that. What if the accounts that started the tomatoes were plants of his or like sock accounts of his, and then you got people like Pucking Tigers also doing tomatoes in response to those sock accounts, right? Because that was kind of the only time that he referenced the live chat, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he
And the
made
music,
some
but that
kind
could
of
have
reference to
easily
the
also been
music,
faked.
And there was something else that he referenced where I was like, damn, that's if he's pre-recording, that's a hell of a guess. I think someone said something in chat. Oh no, the music being loud, and there was something else I can't remember, but
It was Repzilla. It was, I'm sorry, Repzion.
Yeah, bad. Repzilla. Yeah, no.
Or was it Repzilla?
You had it right the first time.
Oh, it was Repzilla. Okay, you're right.
Yeah. No, that's when I was like, okay, well, if he's pre-recording, then that's a hell of a guess. Like that's almost like making a prediction before.
You guys are acting like Edwin's that dude that murdered that woman.
What do you
recorded it all.
A dude that murdered that woman. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
You're talking about faking a stream.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I get you. Yeah, I am. I forgot about that dude.
Jack, call him an idiot.
Please talk, Matt. Please.
I'm trying to fucking pin the fucking chat. I wish you guys could just talk for like, I don't know, 2 seconds before.
I know, and then we were given 2 seconds to talk, and then it turned into Beavers calling me an idiot because I don't remember a specific woman that got murdered.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, it was recent news. Why don't you keep your finger on the pulse? We're a news channel.
It was last week, Beavers. We've moved on.
We're a news channel? Wow. I thought we were a drama channel.
Okay, we're a drama news channel. We're drama alert.
No, we're a news drama channel.
All right.
Yeah.
If you could score the Edwin stream.
We're a dating stream for
Oh my
Beavers.
god! If you guys can score the Edwin stream 1 to 10, what would you call it? What would you say? What would your score be?
1.
I love how he asks us to speak more and then gets angry that we're speaking.
Bro, I was like, I'm ready to go now, and you guys are just like da 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 da. All right, I know. I'm asking a lot from you guys right now. I'm asking a lot.
That's all, folks.
I mean, I thought.
So what's
I don't
everybody's
know.
rating of the stream?
3.
Yeah, 3. I'd give it a 3.
I'd give it a solid 2. Solid 2. It was.
I've seen worse.
It was. Yeah. I mean, he stayed live, right? He at least reacted to the chat. There were a lot of tomatoes. There was a lot of hate, but he stuck it in, and he didn't give what they wanted, and I don't think he ever planned on doing that. Because I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so these girls, Olivia and Babs, have both basically danced on his grave. Olivia went on Xylee's stream, told her side of the story, and basically and then there was insinuations that he was taking advantage of her, and that he was doing this Mama Mac story, and then he started using one of the victims, and she's just kind of like letting all of this happen, and all of that. Then you got Babs, who went on the Keemstar show, right? And there was an insinuation that Edwin sucked Salvo's dick, and she did not confirm or deny it, but by not confirming or deny it, it pretty much insinuates that it happened. And then there was the weird story about they're in the car, and there was a lot of asking for consent, and there was a lot of her saying yes, but it was like excessive, and there was like a lot of push towards towards a darker region that could be, insinuated that something bad happened. Now, so you have a lot of this stuff, and you on the Keemstar show, Edwin has a lot to react to. Edwin could break this down point by point. Edwin can take their stories and give his side of the story. He give his point of view. But now all of a sudden the narrative is that what they don't want to talk about it, so he's going to stay silent and just let it go. Is that what's happening? Because Babs tweeted out something of the nature of this was back in February 24th, so this is about 2 days ago. I don't care if Edwin responds. I don't want the weirdos that this clout will bring. I'm embarrassed. I liked a gay cuck and embarrassed y'all know about it. Everyone I've spoken to online was turned out to be odd and fake except Keem and Brantley. Just know I didn't lie and I don't have time to. That's interesting. I like the gay cuck. So this person is telling Edwin not to talk about it, but tweeting out in February 24th, 2023 to talk about it. Edwin, I don't know about that, man. I feel like you should tell your side of the story in a video or a stream or anything. Now, if you want to
the other reason you know that it's bullshit is when you tweeted that out, fucking Babs replied to you with that tweet.
Yeah.
So Babs is saying, I didn't say you can't talk about it.
Yeah. Now, is she going behind the scenes and telling you not to talk about it while publicly saying she's telling you to talk about it? That would be fucked up. If that's the case, bring it up. As far as Olivia goes, now there was something in the chat where Edwin says might have to push stream or wait, what was it that was there was something else that was said.
I put streamed until tomorrow. That one?
Oh no, this one. Oh dang! Just when I was about to hit live, someone changed their mind. Lol. I don't know what that was. The context of that was that I don't know whose mind was changed in the situation, but yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't just talk about it. It's your stream back, right? I'm not saying this is going to have to be your career for the next 5 or 6 streams or something where you're just going to have to continuously talk about it. I get that's probably what's in your head. Like if you give it to him once, you're going to have to do it every time. But if you keep pushing back, eventually it will die down. Like I think that's what your strategy is, Edwin. And I don't think it's the way to go. I think the plan of making a video, going in depth, telling your side of the story, I think that was the way to go. Get a little Edwin's generation on there, from back in the day.
Well, I think the problem is, it's like, I've always said the best thing to do is to ignore things, right? But I don't think the things against Edwin aren't so serious that he should ignore them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like just say your piece on things and just be done with it.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like a serious allegation, I still stand by that you should just ignore those things. But yeah, Just say something.
Someone said, Matt, what are your feelings about cucking your wrench? Yeah, I don't care. I was approving the tomatoes in the chat, so I was I was kind of planning on getting the wrench taken away because I was like, people should like put it on slow mode if you're getting too many tomatoes. Put it on slow mode. You know, I get spamming is annoying, but I don't know. Let them get it out of their system.
Great for the
Matt
algorithm.
Pitt, the shit stirrer.
I just pulled this up because you mentioned it before. It was when he posted in the chat. Might have to push stream back to tomorrow. Getting kind of late. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plan was with this. I mean, it like based on the other screenshot which I put up a little bit before. Actually, I have it still here. I can just like throw it up again. But it's yeah. He says, "Oh dang." Just when I was about to hit live, someone changed their mind. LOL. And it's like the way that it all kind of played out, like on the stream, kind of makes me feel like he had planned to go live with someone and then last minute had to kind of pull Dove into it, is almost how it felt. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I don't know, but that's just how it felt to me. That's why he was
Right.
late.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
because he was late. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe something possibly happened of some sort, and yeah, I don't know. It just didn't feel. Not the stream didn't feel natural. That's why everyone thought it was pre-recorded because it just didn't. It felt off, and it didn't feel like the genuine Edwin streams that he used to do back in the day when he would just talk to chat. Because let's be honest, a lot of the people in the chat were not happy with him. Now he did address one question, a question that I brought up in the chat. He said that on the Keemstar show there were an accusation. A girl called in who said that he recorded the alleged Onision victims' calls and showed them to people in the Discord. Now, what he said basically was he did not record any calls. He had voice memos, okay, and he showed them to people that he trusted, like a news team, like you would show a news team. So, and it's more or less you be the judge in that situation. I don't really have any issue with that. Like, if those people are trusted people that he trusted, and they're like a news team where he's like asking for their opinion on the voice memo, I don't really have an issue with that. That's not the same as being like, yo, listen to this shit right here, guys. What the fuck? This is more like, hey, this was just said to me. Well, what would you do if I were in your situation? If you were in my situation? So, like, but he my point though is someone had to pull teeth just to get him to even talk about that. He really tried to. I don't know if it was a troll or not, but to go over like a bunch of weird, funny videos on Twitter and to talk about like, I don't know, like Jeffree Star and all this shit. That
the way it was coming off to me is that it was it's like because he kept on talking about like trying to do things on his terms. So it's like, I wonder if maybe he's just like really trying to grasp at whatever kind of power he can retain out of this. Thanks for the subscription, Babs, by the way. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of, I was getting that vibe that like maybe there was something there where he was just like, he just really badly wanted to like do something for himself, but he had nothing. It's like, what is he going to do? Like talk about the tipster drama that just happened? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder what would have happened if he had a full docket for like a regular show and just kind of did it that way rather than doing whatever kind of new thing apparently he's trying to do now.
Yeah. Like, if that would have been funny if it was just like an in-depth like expose on tipster. Like,
right,
tipster.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, because why not? Like, it's like if I were him, if I was in his position, I would do something like that. Like, not necessarily on tipster, but like just anything, like anything that's not your situation. And then you can just deflect and be like, sorry guys, we're not talking about that today. I'll talk about it some other day. Like, that would have been a smart play, but rather than doing that, he went, okay, so I'm going to talk about this stuff, but on my terms, and it's going to be on my terms, and nobody in the chat is giving any sort of good questions, and anytime a question comes up, I'm just going to ignore it and look at something else. Like, that's what he kept on doing, Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. And also, he replaced his Australian with another Australian. How many Australians does he know? Mitch, Mitch, as
No,
our Australian, what's your opinion on this?
All right, I just need to say straight off the bat that anything I say, and I'm sure you guys agree, we're not going to be hating on what's the name, Dove.
Dove, yeah.
Is that it?
I think
Dove.
so.
Oh, Dove. Fuck,
I don't
can't
know
read.
her. I don't know her.
I think I'm having a brain aneurysm.
I don't know who she is.
No, this is purely towards Edwin and his creative choices. It's very weird. Like, how many Australians are there? 25 million, and you got 300 million Americans, 30 million people in the UK. Like, statistically, what are the odds that was an accident? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think I know 3 women Australians on the internet. I think it's Eva, Liana, Twiz. That's about it.
I know a lot as well.
Yeah, is that it? That I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now this woman.
Yeah. I don't know her at all. I don't know who she is, so I'm not gonna like shit on her because she's just like how Eva was
well, sorry. Let's see if I'm in recording.
Just how Eva was.
I was gonna say.
Just how Eva was in the New Year's Eve stream with Edwin. Dove was probably in a pretty tough predicament. You know, she's going into a show that is not very well liked.
It just didn't feel accidental. It'd be like, you know, on Jimmy Kimmel, and I've talked about that a lot today in the chat, but Jimmy Kimmel, you know, that Puerto Rican security guard that he's got? Like, imagine if that guy left and he just got some other short, fat Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
And put him in the background. Oh, yeah, this is totally not a copy of, you know, what's his name? Fuck, the Puerto Rican guy, whatever.
Puerto Rican. Say it one more time. It'll be
Are you trying to clip me saying Puerto Rican guy? No.
All right.
No, I think Edwin was just trying to like do business as usual. He was like, I addressed it. Nobody needs to respond to this because we're closing the book on it. All right, now let's get to the funny shit. And it doesn't work. I mean, there's a reason why there was 400 people watching. It wasn't all homeboy Edwin fans. People were watching because they wanted to see his reaction.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But I would have gone for a completely different choice, is what I mean. Like, it seems very deliberate.
Well, I think Salvo knows not to do that now when he comes back, you know?
So that was an interesting, since you brought up Salvo, I just thought it was really interesting that Edwin didn't acknowledge Salvo in the chat at all. Maybe I missed it. Did I miss it? Because I don't think
I know
he did.
he talked about Salvo. I don't know if he acknowledged him in the chat.
Yeah, because
But I
like
know he
Salvo was posting in the chat, and there's like nothing from homeboy Edwin.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get that.
It's just interesting.
I don't know what his line of thinking is with Salvo right now, because you know Salvo is the one who kind of got him into this predicament in the first place. He never goes on vacation or to meet Salvo. He's still streaming and friends with everybody. You know, if he never brought in Salvo or befriended Salvo, he would still be. Everything would still be pretty normal for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because I'm just tracking based on what Salvo last said. You know, he said that they have calls all the time and they're talking and they're trading and passing notes and all this stuff. And I know it's Salvo, so it's like, hey, you know, is it true or is it a gimmick or what is it? You know, but it's just tracking it. It's like it's just interesting.
Right. Yeah. No. I don't know what he feels about Salvo at this point. I imagine that they're still pretty cool. Okay. Breaking news. Olivia replied to me, I have no problem Edwin talking about it, his side. So somebody's lying. Somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying?
Can you send that?
You wouldn't read about it.
Could you imagine someone lying on the internet? I mean, Ghosty's a great example, but anybody else? No.
Somebody's, you know, so it's either one or two things. It's either Edwin is lying and wants to avoid it, or one of these two girls, or both of them, are saying publicly that Edwin can tell his side of the story, but privately telling him not to talk about it, or insinuating not to talk about it, or pressuring him not to talk about it, or making him feel bad for talking about it. Or, like I said, it's Edwin avoiding it. And why would he want to avoid this? Why would he not want to talk about this? This is an issue. Edwin has done a lot of commentary where the whole thing was, hey, you're in trouble. The person you're talking about's in trouble. We want to hear that person's side of the story so we can have a different perspective. Edwin's all about hearing both perspectives. I'm all about hearing both perspectives. And I want to hear Edwin's side of the story in this. And I'm sure a lot of you want to hear Edwin's side of the story. Is he going to get dragged no matter what he says? Yes, probably. But I think it would be easier if he just told it and then moved on. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have it up here because you had said, fuck it. Did you ask Edwin not to talk about this? And she replied, I have no problem Edwin talking about it/his side. So
yeah, so there you go. There you go. That's Olivia's take in the situation.
I mean, somebody's lying.
So
somebody's, I mean, or somebody's talking past each other. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it from like a different angle. Maybe people are just kind of, because they're at odds, right? Like regardless. So maybe there's just not much communication between the two of them or something. I don't know.
I mean, all we can do is speculate. This is what we got. This is what we're forced to do now because Edwin won't just tell his side of the story in this situation, and it just wants this to go away. And I don't know if it's going to go away. Like, people have been waiting for this side of the story forever. He's been building up to something, videos, streams, anything, and we got like a quiet fart, just a quiet little, you know.
Yep.
Eva in the chat is saying, do you guys think I capitalized on this situation, by the way? I don't think so at all. I don't know. Like, what do you mean, how?
Not yet, but hey, I mean, get to it.
But if you did, I don't think anyone here would judge you. Fuck 'em.
I don't think so at all. I'd give you the W. I'm willing to give Ava the W just like right now, just for like nothing.
Yeah.
I was saying it even in our group chat, right? I was saying, you know, it's so weird that Eva, and not to shit on Dove, right? But like, it's so weird that she was easily replaced. You know what I mean? Years of friendship and hanging out with Edwin in an instant. It's like crazy. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Oh, Edwin said that she did. What?
Yeah, I wouldn't think. Eva's
How?
not the type of person to do that. I don't think.
But she hasn't made any moves
Because she's on a
yet.
podcast now. That podcast was not started because of what happened with Edwin.
Please. Yeah,
That
okay.
had nothing to do with it.
I love that.
That
So you
podcast
can't-
would still have existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Would
You
it
can't.
not?
So you can't join a new podcast, like what? Because you're.
No,
Come
no.
on.
What he's trying to say is that instead of going to Edwin, she told her story publicly on the broadcast, and that's what he's mad about. I think that's what he's mad about, and that's what he thinks that's the capitalization. But it's just Eva just didn't trust Edwin anymore at that point, and felt like she was dragged around on the New Year's Eve stream, and kind of like lied to for what she claimed. She claimed she was lied to. In fact, I think Edwin could have easily addressed all of that on the stream. If he didn't want to address anything else, why not address that? Why not talk about Eva? Why not say your side of the story with Eva?
Why not introduce Dove as a person?
Just quickly, I wanted to say I'm just busy, but Eva did before they released that episode. Eva did speak to him. At the back end of that episode, she has herself responding to his apology or whatever the case was. So he knew that stuff was happening.
Right. Okay. Okay. I don't really remember all of it. Are you talking about the episode I was on of the broadcast?
No, yeah, the broadcast episode where they went over all the Edwin shit.
Yeah.
Right? So prior to that coming out, Eva said that she would contact him, and then at the very end of the episode, she tells you that she did contact him and blah 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 blah. So she didn't really capitalize on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Things were already set in stone prior to that episode going out.
Right.
So it's not like she backstabbed him or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Edwin's the perfect route for Edwin in this situation. I heard Nick say it on Bo Black's stream, his gaming stream. To really is to go after Keemstar, criticize Keemstar. That is the best route he could have taken in this situation. Also, what he could have done is react to Nicholas Diorio's video and gave an honest take on each aspect of that video, break it down point by point.
Well, he made
There's
it
so
very
many things
obvious
to
in
do.
the stream that he did not want to do that. Definitely didn't want to do that. Every time it was brought up by anybody, he immediately was like, I mean, why would I do that? Like, why would I even try to, go against like somebody who's saying stuff in a format that would be able to be kind of dismissed in that way? That tells me, like, because guys, like, mask off for this. Like, I don't, a lot of the lore with Edwin, I know kind of like circa like very, very late, like tail end of 2022. But I don't really know a lot of the stuff beforehand, and I have looked at that Nick video, and that's kind of like my point of reference for Edwin at this point. So it'd be really great for somebody like me. Like, I don't, that's the only thing I've got. So it's like, if you can come back and you can challenge that narrative and you can at least like debunk a few of the things, you might win some points for somebody like me. But you running away on a stream like this is not going to help your case.
Right. Yeah, no. And I think when it comes to what he's saying and doing, what he's talking about behind the scenes, he keeps saying that he said like, "Oh, QT Kitten, you didn't respect my boundaries." Like, what boundaries? You're on stream. You've got a live chat. Like you expect everybody who's had issues with you to seek you out privately and have a talk? Yeah, sure. But people want to know what's going on. What's your side of the story? It's not intrusive. It's because it's not intrusive because the details are already out there. All right.
Well, especially
Keemstar
since he's been
did that
teasing
for you.
this. He's been teasing the stream. He's been making it. He's been saying things like, "Oh, rent free in your head, whatever." Like, you can't make posts like that and then go live and then try to talk about something else and expect everybody to just like let you have that. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Not yeah. Sorry, I was
stupid.
reading what Liana said.
Yeah, you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, it is
Money.
You
stupid.
should.
All right. By the way, if anyone wants to call in, you're welcome to give your opinion on this situation. Like, I know it's late at night, and maybe some of y'all are in bed and don't want to talk, but just in case,
Oh, in America, it's late at night, but you know where it's not late at night?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia,
It's
mate.
prime
Yeah,
time.
if there's someone in Australia that wants
You gotta get
to
some
call in.
Fosters.
Fuck off. No, don't. No, I will get fucking triggered if you ever fucking say that again. No, I've never seen that on the shelf in my goddamn life.
I bet you have. I bet you drink it every day.
No, I haven't. I think I've seen it once in another city. That's it. Thank you, Rylan. Yes. I don't know what I did, but thank you.
But yeah, but if anyone wants to call in, tell their Eva, if you want to call in.
Eva saying, Liana, they want you to call in. Yeah, okay.
Eva, if you'd like to call in, we'll have you.
Yeah.
I don't know who anyone else is
No,
watching.
Liana's more important. Get Liana in here.
Oh God, no, please. Liana's been like sexually harassing me for like a year now. Okay.
You say that she's been sexually harassing you, but we've all seen the tweets, okay? And by the way, congratulations about the baby. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think that's like a sexual harassment thing if it was like a situation like that,
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up. We
two-party
got Babs.
consent.
Hold up.
Oh, we got Babs?
I'm pulling in Babs. Hello, Babs.
Wonderful.
How's it going?
Doing all right. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Happy
Yeah.
Saturday. Sunday.
So how'd you feel about Edwin's stream?
Well, I didn't tell him that he couldn't talk about it, so I was just confused a little bit on that.
Yeah, and also Olivia has tweeted out that she said she said that he could talk about it as well. So I'm kind of confused on who was supposed to be private in this situation.
Well, I haven't talked to Edwin. We do not speak. We do not DM nothing. So.
Was there
I-
ever any like private sit down with you guys, like with the neutral
There was-
party?
There was one, and it was Repzilla, which is really, really funny.
Mm-hmm. And
He admitted to everything that happened in the car to Repzilla. He apologized. He said he was going to start shutting Salvo's like bullshit down, and he said he was going to make it right. And I was like, "Well, you're full of shit." And yeah, that was January though.
yeah. Okay. Babs, I've been wanting to ask you this question for a while. Now, on the Keemstar show, you were asked, did anything sexual happen between Salvo and Edwin? And you kind of said, I don't want to talk about their sexual business. Now, a lot of people took that as yes, because if it was a no, why not just say no? So,
Well, say to him, if it's a no, why didn't he say no?
well, what, Edwin?
Yeah.
Well, he said that, well, I mean, he said he didn't suck Salvo's dick.
Listen, I came out about the car stuff. I was never going to mention anything that happened in Keemstar's house. They brought this whole gay controversy onto themselves.
Okay.
To be honest,
So you're still sticking with you can't confirm or deny?
that's, I don't know if he's in a closet or what that business is, so that's on them.
Yeah, he's in the closet already. Yeah.
I don't know. That's on them to talk about. But yeah, I didn't tell him he couldn't talk about it. I just said it's embarrassing that I don't care.
All right. So as far as this story goes, you're done with it, correct? This is the last you want to talk about it?
I mean, I feel like that was like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like he might talk about it more. If he does come back and try to lie, I might correct it. I might not. Like, it just depends on how big it is, really. Like, if he says something that's doesn't really matter, I'll leave it be. But
What makes
Okay.
you feel
especially
like
if it's
he's?
something.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask.
go
What,
ahead.
what makes you feel like he's gonna ask about it more, or like talk about it more?
Because everyone said that stream sucked, so
Yeah.
he
Okay.
might redo it. But I don't know. It just really depends, especially if it's something I can prove.
Okay.
But it's hard because I mean, I should have taken a freaking video, man. But like, I wasn't in that mindset,
Right.
So I don't know. There's only so much I can prove. But they've admitted to so much, so it's like I don't even need to prove it.
Yeah. Well, Babs, I appreciate you calling in. Is there anything else you wanted to say before I let you go?
Nope.
All
Have
right.
a good day, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
So chat. I would say either Edwin sucked Salvo's dick or Babs is really petty. It's either or at this
He
point.
does look like the kind of person that would suck a dick.
Edwin sucked it. Why are we playing this stupid fucking semantic bullshit? Oh, we don't know if he fucking sucked. He fucking sucked it, alright? He fucking
Thank you,
sucked it
Dumpy.
hard as shit. He sucked that dick, alright? He sucked it.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. he
Don't
sucked
locate
the
a
dick.
good-looking jacket like that without also knowing how to find a good dick to suck.
He sucked it really hard.
He's very fashionable.
I just inadvertently said that Salvo had a good dick. Shit.
You know what happens.
Bro, why do you always get owned by Salvo and he's not even here this time?
He was at the beginning. I don't know if he's still here.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right, who do we take next? I think Ozzy was the first one in there, so I'll pull her.
Oh God.
Ozzy.
All right, thank you, Ozzy.
Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Ozzy, why did you name yourself
Why are you
that?
muted?
Like, imagine if one of these boys here
Oh.
named themselves Yankee.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. I didn't know why I was muted. And I just went on a little rant, and now I feel like my rant went to nothing.
It did.
Yeah, it did
nothing.
because you were muted.
Yeah,
Maybe you should
I don't know.
listen. You should listen when people are saying, "Hey, you're muted," instead of just starting talking, huh?
I didn't hear you say, "Hey, you're muted," until like 2 seconds after I finished my rant.
Well, that was a really fast rant then.
It was. I tend to be very short and precise when it
What's
comes
the
to my
Catholic
rant.
perspective on sex before marriage?
Stop.
It's a no-go.
Wait.
Don't do
So
it.
what was your rant then? What were you ranting about?
I was saying that Mitch forgot me, and I felt very forgotten, and I've been really kind to him, and he forgot my name when listing all the Australians he knew.
Aw.
It's
Well,
like
I was
3.
thinking of you, Ozzy.
Thank you. I know you would, Max, but
Yeah.
like Mitch is. I've known Mitch longer than I've known you, Max. No offense, and it just feels really sad.
Max, I've known her for like 3 months.
That's
But
Like,
that's
one
better
more.
than,
much
like
longer.
what?
Yeah, I think that's one more
Internet's
month
time,
than me.
that's practically marriage.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. They understand, Mitch. See. But anyway, besides my funny rant of the evening,
Okay.
I
Nothing
don't know
about
how I
Edwin?
feel. I haven't watched it, to be honest. I've been out all day, so I have not watched it.
Okay.
But like from what I just hear, okay, this is my honestly, yes.
Just go watch it,
What?
Ozzy. Don't give an opinion yet if you
Thank
haven't
you for
watched
calling in to give an opinion about something you didn't see. I'm now going to give you my opinion on the Bible.
Based on what I'm
It's
hearing.
shit.
Based on what I've read, which is
How
nothing.
the fuck was that stream so fucking bad?
I don't
Nick,
know.
How is it
Bestie.
so fucking bad?
best friend.
I'm actually I'm seething. I'm actually seething. I don't
It
get.
was good. It was good. It was good. I liked
Dude,
it.
I like the part where he banned the entire chat for putting tomatoes in. That was my favorite.
As he was like banning people, I was unhiding people and pressing show to because you know how it like stops the chat from able to post. I'm like pressing spamming show and everything.
Dude, I can't fucking believe it was so. How did anybody expect it to be that bad?
No.
So the part that got me still right is like that girl accused him of in being there for a sexual assault, right? Like that. And he's like
it was
sorry.
insinuated. There were
no, it wasn't insinuated. The story she told was coercion.
Okay,
It was literally a sexual assault. I'm sorry. I would, if he came out and said that, I would agree with him.
Okay.
All right. That's any logical interpretation of what she accused him of is that. So
Right.
I'm just bro. He's like, listen, dude, she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. The fuck is that? Who cares? She accused you of sexual assault.
Not only that, but she tweeted out 2 days ago that he can talk about it.
So fucking crazy, bro. What?
Yeah. The other girl, Olivia, just replied to my tweet and said that he could talk about it. That there was no. Now maybe privately they're saying something else, but I don't know, man.
Not Olivia, Babs.
Yeah, but I'm saying both of them have said that he could talk publicly about both situations. Is what I'm saying.
Bro,
It's his whole thing
on
was
there. And if you watch my video, I don't even say the straw man that he's trying to make it out to be. It's so funny. And I knew he was going to talk about that. I knew because I heard that weeks ago. I think I even told you behind the scenes that he was going to do that.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. I don't understand. I don't get what. I did so much research. I wasted so much time. I don't have to say anything. It's over.
Yeah. He were you at all wondering that he was going to come back with some heat towards you, and you're going to have to?
You know what I realized, Matt?
What?
Is this guy just fucking sucks at streaming? I just realized that. I didn't understand that. If you take me, Augie, and Keemstar, and all of us, and remove us from the show, this guy fucking sucks. I can't. I realized.
How did you not know this before?
I don't because I'm usually on and the streams are pretty good. I didn't realize he was this fucking terrible at this. So I should have known it was a red flag when it wasn't a pre-recorded video. But he came in hardcore with an epic fucking intro that really set the stage, and then he's like, "Oh damn, Edwin, my camera's fucked up." Like a fucking every 90s boy band smashed into one person.
Well, Nick, so
this is my new Ava replacement. She's also Australian. Don't talk about it though.
He had posted in chat before he was really went live, that he had somebody apparently who he was going to be on the stream with. Do you have anything for that? Okay.
I would assume Olivia. It had to be Olivia because I think he implied that it was supposed to, she was coming on in the stream. But like I heard that he was getting interviews and recording people and making several videos and all this stuff, and he was watching he watched my video how many times in his fucking server and he couldn't pull it up on stream?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You guys are so vague. Bro, it's right there. You could just go.
Yeah, no, I don't like. He was like trying to put it like. Of course, chat's not going to be able to be like, oh, I want this exact question answered. But you know all the points. Like the chat's just going to be in a frenzy no matter what. But I don't know. I just feel like he could have had some.
If you play the segment of his reaction next to what I actually said in the video, like it literally just BTFOs is one argument. It's crazy. Yeah. I like explicitly say now, like. It's probably that he's just like interacting with these people because these are the people he's talking to at a time, and it's probably innocent and stuff like that. And I'm explaining like the whole fucking like way as it where it wouldn't be like weird, but obviously he can't say I did that or he has no argument to make. But he didn't have any other like issues with anything else anybody said. Like Bo Blacks uploaded a whole fucking video where he talked about like James Charles talking to minors or something, and at the 10-minute mark it just switches into an Edwin video. Yeah. That is like brutal. Nothing for him though. I don't get it.
I'm kind of like I'm just kind of I don't know. I'm kind of sad I feel bad for Edwin.
I blue balled everybody. I've been talking about this fucking stream and like hyping this stream up, and I just watched it and like it was bad for him, sure, but it was like,
why did he do a stream? Why not do a video? Why not? That's where
I thought he had a video.
At, right?
Didn't he have a video like that he was going to put out or something?
The plan was a video. From what I've been told, the plan was a video.
Because at first I thought that was a premiere even. Because like at that point I was kind of hyped, but then as soon as I learned it was a stream, I'm like, what? What's going on here?
Dude, we were talking to Keem, and Salvo called into gloat minutes before Edwin fired up his stream. Is he on like suicide watch?
Like, wait,
imagine
Edwin or Salvo?
Salvo called in to be like, yeah, fucking big stream coming or whatever. He's like, don't talk about my wife making jokes or whatever. And then immediately this fucking thing goes live, and we're just like, oh god. Like, I get it, dude. He was on a stream like a week ago showing his dick to some doxer or whatever, and now today he puts his heart and soul into the new Edwin stream. I don't know. I hope to never know the L's this man has taken in the past month. This is actually fucking insane.
Yeah.
Fucking from the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, praying to the Lord. I never know what the feeling is that he is going through right now. I don't know.
You know how like it's like when someone gets to the goal line and fumbles. This guy fumbled like at the 10-yard line, like all the way back. You know,
this guy got safetied.
Yeah, this guy got safetied. Yeah, exactly.
He just got safetied. I don't get it. Bro. Who do you think made that intro for him? Because I don't think Edwin made that. If it didn't match like any of the tone.
With maybe
the Australian girl did it, dude.
Could you believe that he covered one thing and he's like, all right, next topic. Can you believe there are these fights in schools?
Yeah, let's talk about Jeffree Star.
No, I love it. He brings up a victim of abuse. He literally like shows a woman getting beat up by a dude, or like a dude getting beat up by a woman, I guess.
This guy was talking about trans people 15 minutes into his response stream. I couldn't fucking.
Yeah, what was that about too? Why did he talk about like the mod team that he hired or whatever? Like, what was that about?
He hired a mod team and they just fucking banned everybody. I can't believe it went.
They're
that
banning
bad.
people who are asking legitimate questions, and he's saying that like, oh, they're doing homophobia.
You know when they say like you should think before you act because you might do something stupid in the moment? It's like Edwin just bottled that shit up and did it 2 months later. This is literally the response stream he would give if he fired it up like immediately, but he just like was delayed in his reaction time, and it came out today.
Yeah.
Like it literally, this stream screams no prep, even though I know there was 2 months attached to it. It's actually fucking insane.
Bro, we've had more prep than Edwin's stream. We're grasping at straws because of the content he's delivered to us.
Dude, when Tommy doesn't watch a video on Shot for the Point, he's now prepped more than Edwin did for that stream. I don't get it, man. I don't get it at all. Because there's definitely like there was directions he could have gone that would have pulled up some like legitimate sympathy. I will never understand why he didn't challenge Keemstar for that fuck. Like he challenged him, he's like, yeah, this guy kind of sucks, and he didn't give like a real example, but he didn't like go into detail about any aspect of the stream that he might have found manipulative or something like that. Like there's totally angles to go where he could have actually drummed up some like legit pushback to some of the stuff people were saying, but instead he's just like he acted like he was too good to do it.
It's the same thing that happens when people who get into drama, who've covered drama, and they kind of have this attitude that they're too good for it now.
Like the T channel part of Edwin came out tonight.
Yeah, exactly. The like social justice T channel guy who
the guy that everyone thought Edwin wasn't for the last 2 years just kind of seeped out.
Yeah, this is other personality. We didn't get Alabama Edwin, we got fucking Delaware Edwin or California Edwin.
Yeah, it's so insane. Oh god, that's a shame. I can't believe it was that bad. I'm like I'm shell shocked.
How'd you great?
Maybe it's just the perspective of coming in so late or something. But like every Edwin stream that I tried to look up to be able to like catch up to who Edwin kind of was, I was just like, people are watching this for 7 hours. Like, what does this guy provide? Like, I'm not trying to attack him or anything.
Provides a 2-hour window into hearing more of me talking.
That's what I'm saying is that like he's just a vehicle for other people. Like it's nothing more than that.
You know, it's actually crazy because that was a lot of criticisms of Augie, like that Salvo used to give, is that Augie's just a host where other people make the entertaining content. And I never really thought that. And I watch Augie and I find him perfectly entertaining by himself. But it's true for Edwin. Oh God, is it true for Edwin? I don't think it could have been demonstrated any better tonight.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, Max, Edwin, when he was making videos on Edwin's generation, he basically allocated like a bunch of a massive female audience that was one of the worst audiences in commentary, but they were huge Edwin fans who would watch every video, be in his streams, be active. These were the type of people he'd have to placate to whenever he'd said someone do an edgy joke or say something. He would have to like twist and maneuver his way through it, like walking in through a minefield. But they've always been kind of dedicated to him. So I think that's how he kind of was able to stick around with these streams and all of that. You know, I think that's how he was really able to.
That makes sense. I mean, one thing I know, just like in a meta sense on the internet, is like if you get the women audience, you just get a sizable audience in general, because then the guys come, and then you get more women. You know, so it's like that kind of makes sense. I could see that, I guess.
Yeah. So, I'm sure Nick can tell you that his audience was always pretty fucking annoying.
I remember in an early stream over there when Edwin was gone, I was like, oh, what am I going to play for these people? Because they all fucking like hate me because I'm like, way too edgy for the stuff that they watch. So I played iDubbbz explaining why the N-word was okay to be used or whatever. And the whole chat was like, what? What if he did this? He's so cool now. Where the fuck was he racist or whatever? I swear to God, this is the kind of audience that he had before. And that's the audience that was watching all the Onision content, all the Davi Vanity content. That's what they were. So when he was kind of, because he had made videos like way before we started dipping our toes in there with some of the girls and stuff like that. He was like a regular guy. And then slowly but surely the RFC audience kind of assimilated and kicked out the women.
Yeah. He became Alabama Edwin. And I just think, I don't know, sometimes I always kind of saw Edwin as like this charming guy who just had this innocence about him and seemed like a funny, decent person. And who then all of a sudden he started accusing Seer of being a sex trafficker. And I was like, well, that was weird.
It was an odd thing that happened right there. That was a little
I did so much research on that topic. Not once in those videos did he ever come close to accusing Seer of something like that. So I don't know what changed in like the 4 or 5 years for him to like say
and just
that
for added
so
measure,
boldly.
like every time anyone asks him about it, he'd be like, "Yeah, he's a sex trafficker. I would defend it any day of the week."
Yeah, exactly.
And then he talked about how Seer's too much of a pussy to respond, and that he doesn't want confrontation. And what did Edwin just do tonight? He just proved he's as much of a pussy as he ever thought Seer was.
Yeah.
Edwin's just a projecting loser.
Shit, man. That's tough.
He
Well, I'm
acted
very
like
sorry.
flamenco. He brought on his flamenco, the girl that you had on stream here a couple weeks ago. He
Yeah.
brought on his Tard Wrangler to like argue for him on
Right.
the stream with the chat. It was like, I can't believe this.
He should have just brought on Abby Blackbird at that point.
He should go on his Discord server and make a days since incident section and just tell his friends to make him not talk about us anymore.
Yeah. I guess his goal is to just completely move away from commentary or move away from this community and just try to like I guess it's just to let everything happen until it dies down, and then the people who want to watch him will stick around. Like that's what I'm thinking he's going to do, right? It's
I mean, nobody's canceled. His streaming button still works.
Yeah.
I think that he fucked himself though. I think he fucked himself badly. I think the only people who are really gonna watch him now are like the Salvo people that are like still holding on. Because here's the problem, right? His main audience, the women that are still, involved and stuff like that. If he tried to like go back to that part of the audience, well, they don't like him because he used to hang out with us. But now our whole audience that he's gained through like crossover content fucking hates him too. Yeah. Edwin's path to success is going back and making the videos on the Marilyn Manson stuff. But oh wait, actually, funny story about the Marilyn Manson stuff. Apparently that story just fucking blew up on Twitter and that girl's a liar. So I don't know.
No way, really?
I have to look at. Did you hear about this? I don't know.
No.
I don't know how Edwin covered it. I was just a voice reading some of the tweets. But apparently one of the girls came out and said that they fucking lied. Is that true? Because if that, I don't know if that affects Edwin's content, because I honestly don't fucking remember what he said, because I don't watch Marilyn Manson videos. But I mean, if I'm him, I'm going back and I'm remaking that video and talking about it or whatever. And what that'll do is that'll give me a more mainstream audience. Odds are, if there's anybody left on the Edwin's Generation channel, they don't know fucking shit about the Homeboy Edwin channel, and they don't know anything about any of this other. They're not gonna give a fuck. They're not gonna Google him or whatever. They're just gonna watch the Marilyn Manson content. That's how he succeeds.
Yeah. I think I agree with that 100%. Just like maybe like go back to what you were doing, or I don't even know if streaming is going to help him.
No, streaming wasn't helping him. You forget that he was bleeding before this started.
Yeah.
So they didn't. The remaining audience didn't like the Salvo content, so they're definitely not going to like the post Salvo content because everyone else left already. Yeah, Evan Rachel Wood. That's the name I heard. And,
so they're saying she lied?
I think she's saying she lied. If I read the fucking... I only read the thing, so I don't want to be quoted on that, but... Let me see. Marilyn Manson's accuser claims she lied about him raping her and cutting her with a swastika, and claims his ex, Evan Rachel Wood, put her up to it. So, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Evan Rachel Wood who came out. It was it Ashley Morgan Smithline? Woman accused Marilyn Manson of rape on The View has now claimed she was lying and that she was pressured into doing it. Ashley Morgan Smithline, 38, who had a brief relationship with Manson in 2010, told Page 6 that she succumbed to peer pressure from Evan Rachel Wood and that her associates made accusations of rape and sexual assault against Manson that were not true. So if I'm Edwin, I'm taking that and I'm making that into a video right now. And I'm moving on.
Just moving on, yeah.
Yep. 100%.
See, but that's what I'm saying is that, like, why didn't he just do that then? Like, why didn't he just make a video about, like, literally anything else? Or just, like, try to move on and just be like, sorry, guys, I'm not talking about this today. Because that would have been easy.
Here's what happened. He came on tonight and he goes, I got 90 minutes for you, right? Mm-hmm. And he got, like, 25
60.
in.
He got to 60.
Yeah.
He got 25 minutes in and he's like, huh, this is kind of awkward. Maybe we should start ending the stream soon. I think he probably had a lot more planned. And then Olivia backed out. I assume it was Olivia that was going on the stream, and she backs out. And then I think he realized it wasn't going well, so he just shut up. Because there's no way he planned to go on for 5 minutes and then talk about Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Max, I sent you the stream if we want to like maybe find a couple like timestamps and see. Like,
I have it pulled up if you would like to. Yeah, we can try that.
All right.
Ooh, hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta do this. Boom.
Rebzilla in chat, he didn't have more planned. Well, benefit of the doubt rescinded. He's a fucking idiot.
He didn't have more planned. Rebzilla, Repzilla turning on Edwin.
Like thousands of fucking likes from people.
Yeah.
Like,
Do we want to see
I
the
have,
cute
like-
little intro he did?
Let's get past it. We heard the intro
Okay.
already.
Let's see. What do we want? How about this? Let's try that.
Let's see. Okay.
The music.
Test 1, 2, 3. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody feeling good? Is it Saturday? Man, somebody just lose track of time. I can't even find the window of that song. So hopefully it's not too loud. Okay. No, nobody's saying it's too loud. Good.
This was most of the beginning of the stream.
All right. Now, let's see.
But pause for 1 second.
Wait, what?
And not to say that I'm not even lying about these leaks. Like, this is something someone sent me last night. I'm assuming that, I don't know for a matter of fact that this is from Edwin, but this is what somebody sent this to me who had messages between them. And it was like a message where, don't you think it would be a good way to go out by helping me clear my name from the damage you caused? Like, he was trying to get people on a stream as recently as yesterday, apparently.
So everybody turned him down, and he was kind of left alone.
Like, this is, somebody sent me this last night. I mean, you can show it. I don't really care, but like,
Sure. I'll send it to.
I've been getting like constant leaks because he like talks to like everybody. Like, I knew that the big contention. I knew what his big contention with my video was. I knew he was going to talk about it, and I kind of hinted as much when I was doing my streams. So like, this is crazy. Hey, Repzilla, you're in the chat. Is this real? Repzilla in chat. I know who said that.
That's that's I
Like, I was getting DMs. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if people think I was lying about all this crazy shit that I thought Edwin was going to do, I was getting leaks the whole time. I swear, it's real. I wasn't lying to you.
Well, you know how he was saying like he was like there are people that I trust that I went to, and so far so good. Maybe not so far so good. Maybe you shouldn't trust in people. It seems like there's people leaking stuff. Oh shit.
Oh god. I didn't want people to think, because now after the stream was a shit show, I didn't want people thinking I was like drumming this up for content.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll let you guys go. All right. I don't want to take up
hey.
too much of your time. I'm probably gonna go to bed soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming in, Nick.
Thanks for having me. Good show,
Yeah,
guys.
man. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
I can't help but notice that Dumpy ran when I got.
Oh, Dumpy.
I'm being told that we had a donation. I'm just waiting. Sorry, guys. We're stuck.
Yeah.
We're kind of scuffed. So.
Yeah, that was.
I'm
This
just
was
loading
my
the
bad.
Streamlabs events. I'm just loading the Streamlabs events because if I read my email, that's bad. That could be very, very, very bad. You don't do that.
It's not on ours. It's not on ours. It's on yours.
Oh fuck. Oh god
so
damn
that's
it.
why it didn't pop up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So,
We'll get this
someone
sorted for next time.
Someone
Yeah.
donated right before we changed it. Cool. All
Yeah.
right. Anyways, let's
let me log into that one.
let's go on the Edwin stream. Let's just move around a bit. Let's let's just move
Let's do
around.
it.
See what we can find.
He
Tell
kept
me
the
what you
stream
want.
up.
Yeah, surprisingly
So,
the stream
yeah,
is up.
I
All right. So
Crazy.
what are we at right now? 8 something?
we're at like 6 minutes in. I can go
Let's
to
go to
8,
9:23.
9:23. Yes, sir.
I've got that dono up now. Also, by the way, I made an oopsie earlier. Guillermo's not Puerto Rican, he's Mexican. I'm sorry if that is a racist comment to make.
Okay.
But Jessica donated $3, said if Edwin talked about the Marilyn Manson victim lying, he would have had to spend a lot of the video admitting he was wrong, and we all know Edwin can't do that. He wrote so hard for the allegations being true that there is no way he would admit they were false.
Well, Jessica, that would have been a great point to bring up while Nick was here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to your donation until then. We're sorry.
Oops.
No.
All right, let's see what's going on with Edwin.
Machine.
I like his
Y'all
jacket.
ain't my boss. If
It's a
anything,
decent look.
Yeah.
if y'all were my boss, like
guess.
damn,
Man
like,
jacket.
talk about plummeting paycheck here. I'm having to eat out of ramen soup. You know, jeez, had to get a job at Subway with
You know what this
salvos.
feels like?
Okay.
This feels like
We're out for the strike, guy.
Yeah, he feels like he wrote some jokes down and is just like, the beginning of a roast and like it's not going so well. Like they get like I don't know, like Mike the Situation to roast Snoop Dogg or something. And he's like, geez, Snoop Dogg, he smokes a lot of weed. Ooh, am I right, guys? That's kind of what this feels like.
It feels very
Is this a
hokey.
Deaf Noodles
Yeah.
roast?
Yeah, it's like it's the beginning of a bombing set. You know what I mean?
Are you from Detroit?
Yeah.
You make cars?
Some
Oh,
of
that's
the
a
jokes
great
people
feature.
take very seriously. But I guess the main difference here throughout my this cancellation is like it feels weird to say I'm canceled, but I mean, given how people talk, I guess that's just how I feel like it would be, right? But that doesn't really feel logical. So, but anyways, I'll just say, like, throughout all the waves of hate that I received, this one's kind of different because it was mostly led through creators. And originally I wasn't really gonna play that little track, but screw it, right? Because I'm not, whatever. I mean, I'm sure plenty will be picked apart as necessary, whatever. But like, it was weird, and I think the way that it was kind of perpetuated by other creators, especially like, I never been to drama where like it was people that I was friendly or friends with, right? So that was also kind of new. And
names,
I think
Edwin.
that alone, that factor, kind of perpetuated all these rumors and theories.
This is something I just can't stand in general. Is like, if you're gonna do something like this and it's gonna be this pussyfoot anyway, like at least just name a name or two. Like do something that's gonna make it so that somebody gets to respond to something.
Yeah.
It's so pussy to just be here like, it's creators, guys. It's just it's the commentary community in general. It's just like, well, yeah, of course, you dumb fuck, but like, why don't you speak someone's name? Speak them into reality, something.
Right.
About me that people just ate up and believed. Like, if you saw in the intro, like the whole Mina thing, I was like, Mina, what? Mina was like, what? Was she my first victim? Like, am I like collecting people? Like, what? Is she my closet? I don't know.
I feel
man.
like he's
It's like,
cherry picking. That's a cherry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't remember what Nick said about Mina, but I think he alluded to like, oh, well, maybe she like, well, fucking Mina was apparently a victim of Seer, so like that was the first one. I mean, sure, but I mean, the context of that situation is more or less they were already they met in the event, like while the event was happening. And I don't think Nick really harped on that much. I could be wrong. It would be great if, I don't know, Edwin had a timestamp to react to show about how Nick or whoever took him out of context or did something like that. But he doesn't. He just kind of like says it, cherry picks, and then moves on.
Yeah, it would have been great if he had like, had filmed like maybe his like reaction to it. And then maybe had like, cut it up into like what do they call those again? Oh, a video. And then like put that out so that people could like, try to figure out what his deal is, Yeah. I don't know. It's a crazy idea.
Yeah, exactly. I think Edwin treated his video against his cancellation like Tommy treated his video on Mama Max. It didn't happen and it turned into a live stream.
it's like tacky stuff sometimes. But yeah, like I said, there's just so much that I'm not really interested in talking about. Sorry, boring show.
Guys, not to be a simp, but
I might have a sound effect.
Should we bring in Leah something? Because didn't she have to go to bed soon or something? I saw Leanna writing in the chat.
Sure.
Hi, Leah.
What do you want, you bitch?
Core manners.
What?
Nope, she's probably going to sleep.
But did she fall asleep in the voice chat?
Oh,
You're muted
wake
on
her.
mute.
You guys are fucking dicks.
What?
Hey, I'm the one that got you in here.
I had a question for Nick.
Okay,
Well, you should have said something in the chat.
But you're here for now recording. You can't be here for Nick. That's a different show.
You should.
Okay, I'll be here for now recording.
Can I be honest with you, Leia? You should probably change your profile pic back to not Dumpy's profile pic because you just get lost in the shuffle.
Damn.
I just thought you were another one of the accounts with Dumpy's profile pic.
I want to be in the Dumpy cult. Okay, I'll change it.
Well, what was your question going to be?
We'll pretend that we're Nick.
I was gonna ask Nick to see how it feels knowing that Edwin hates his video. I was
I
gonna
don't
ask
think Nick
him
would give
that.
a shit.
I mean, isn't that a given though? Like I feel like
I mean,
you know?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you saying?
No. I mean, that was it. It's just that, like, I mean, obviously, like, it's pretty damning on some levels, you know. Like, of course, I think Edwin would have some sort of a problem with it. Like, I think Nick probably is fully aware of that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, when I watched the stream, I didn't realize that Edwin hated Nick's video that much. That's why I was a little bit surprised that when people were saying, "Oh, respond in the Nick video," he was like adamant about not responding to it.
Well, do you
It's
think
like,
he's actually even watched it? Because I'm not sure he's watched it.
I think he's watched it.
Yeah.
I think
Do we
he's
have?
watched it.
Do we know of any evidence? Like, I'm not trying to call you on it. I'm just asking. Like, do we know for a fact at all if he has? Like, has he
Well,
said so?
Nick said that he was in a voice. Edwin was in a voice call, watching it on repeat on it in his private Discord. So
See, that's the
Yeah.
kind of thing you do if you're making a video.
He was making a video. I can 100% confirm that his
Edwin,
plan was
where's
to
the
make
video?
He was the plan was a video. I don't know what happened in between then. I guess he just had
Maybe.
talks with, or maybe the conversations with Olivia and Babs changed stuff. I don't know, but I want to bring in Repzilla. In between then, I guess he just Repzilla, turn your stream off.
So yeah, I turned
What's
it off.
up? What's up? Yo, how's it going?
Nothing. Just chilling. What's up?
Would you agree with me that Edwin was planning a video like that?
No,
That was,
I don't care to talk about it, but he was not. He was not planning
from
a
the
video.
beginning.
Let me think. Blah, 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 blah. I think at one point he was. And then over time, he was going to make a video about just one aspect of it, and then he decided not to do that. I think, yeah, he decided not to do that. He was going to do this live stream tonight, and that was it, I think.
Mm-hmm. And what was your opinion on this live stream tonight?
I didn't really have one. I mean, it wasn't like entertaining or anything like that. It was just,
Yeah,
it was a live stream, you know.
The
Right.
wait for the stream was more entertaining than the stream itself. I feel like I was having more fun when it was just like starting, and it was just like the timer just kept on going up. It was like waiting for 1 minute, and then it was like waiting for 4 minutes again, and then it was like 5. It's funny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think so. I agree.
All right. Well, let's get back to Leia. You got anything else for us?
So I think that stream was a mess. Like, I think he could have responded in a better way. A lot of his audience was wanting him to respond. Like yesterday, he posted that Twitter post to test the waters, and people were saying someone said, "We literally want to hear you out, though. Even everyone is waiting for your stream/video explaining your side of everything." And then Edwin goes, "I know, however, there are those who are waiting to hear from me to see what I can chew or see what they can chew into, and others who aren't. My tweet was thanking those who didn't join the vultures. Sorry for not being clear." I think, and I made this point to Edwin, people are willing to hear him out. The thing that we're not willing to do is be charitable. And he expects us to like be charitable when he gives responses like this.
Right.
If he were to, and Matt, going back to what you were saying, if he were to pull up the Nick stream or video and pick it apart piece by piece and respond, that would have been hell of a lot better. Way better. And yeah, he has these unreasonable expectations where he expects people to be charitable. He doesn't give any kind of charitability. He also does the rumor mongering in this community, and like we're expected not to do that. Like
Mhm.
no, that's not how this works.
I think also he got lost in the echo chamber again. I think,
so too.
yeah, I think he started hanging out in the servers with everybody that loves him in the server, and they're encouraging him and saying he's right and saying he was wronged and all of this. He gets a bunch of people that likes what he's saying, and then he gets used to it, and then he's just maybe thinking like, yeah, I don't really have to defend myself. I got all these people that agree with me. I'm gonna be okay. You know.
Yeah.
Then he gets out to a stream, and then, you know.
No one cares that he had a threesome with Babs. No one cares.
Agree with that. Yeah. No, I don't like obviously the community is just starving for like something interesting to happen, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I don't know if he wanted to say much because of that. I mean, it really is like, I don't know. It pretty much spoke for itself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to keep things going, like if you don't want this to be quashed at all, I feel like this is the type of thing that you should do, you know? Like this is the stream you do if you want people to keep on talking in perpetuity.
But if you want to close the book, I feel like a more in-depth look into everything.
Yeah, like
He
address
didn't even
everything.
need to be in
and then,
depth. He didn't
yeah.
even need to be in depth.
Oh.
He could have just gone on. He could have just said, "Yes, me and Salvo fucked Babs. No, I did not suck Salvo's cock. Yes, I was a bad friend. I'm gonna try be better." Done.
There you go.
Done.
There you go.
Beavers,
I agree.
Beavers,
That would actually be
Beavers,
perfect.
compared to what he did on stream today, that is in depth. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's all he like. That's the depth I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Mariana Trench. I'm talking about the shallow end of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's like I said. If you know, if he had raped someone, right?
Oh God.
I understand. No, but I if he had raped someone or done something truly fucking awful, I get him. You know, you avoid it, and then people will eventually stop asking questions or whatever, right? But when it's something like this, just seriously, just come out and just be like, "Yeah, this is it," right? Done.
Yeah.
I don't see why you would fuck yourself over for it.
And then going to the Dasha or the Seer accusation of sex trafficking, he told Chud Logic that he had evidence to prove and never proved that evidence to Chud Logic. Chud never got a response from him, and he still has yet to clear that accusation that Seer in fact sex trafficked Mina.
Yeah, I don't think he can clear that one because I think that was a baseless accusation.
Yeah, again, he doesn't need to clear it. Everybody knew he was speaking out of his ass when he said it. He doesn't need to do anything with that. He literally didn't do anything that bad. He just needs to, I don't know. He's a fucking idiot.
And then Nick says, I can't remember if Nick said that or said this or if it was you, Matt, but Nick questioned why that heightened to that kind of accusation, why that escalated to that accusation. It only escalated to that accusation because, and this is speculation on my end, I don't know for a fact, and I don't know if Edwin actually feels this way, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think it only escalated to that kind of accusation because Edwin wasn't really happy that Seer was getting the attention that he's getting on Twitch, or the following that he's gaining on Twitch. Like I said, that's speculation on my end, so I don't know if that's in fact true.
Right.
But that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Leia.
Thank you, Leia.
Hi.
Hi.
Pull in Niall. Somebody.
Yep.
Oh, Mitch.
Niles.
Niles.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Niles. Like from the nanny.
Wait, fuck. There was carrots called Niles on the nanny?
Yes, the butler. That's why I call you Niles.
Oh. Do you reckon he was slipping it in to the nanny?
No, because well, it depends. The character or the actor? Because I think the actor was gay.
Character was gay too.
She is queer, but god damn it.
Okay, can we talk
Still my
about
first
Edwin?
crush.
What, Niall? You got anything to say about Edwin?
Yeah, Matt Pitt's like, oh, we're talking about hot women. Can we change it to Edwin?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. Anyway, so Edwin.
The
that
nanny,
was,
Fran Drescher.
Oh,
yeah,
Fran
Fran fucking Drescher.
The
You
Nanny
heard
is
it
a good
without
show.
the voice.
It's a good show. To
What
be
about
fair.
Matt?
Oh, nice.
I like the show. I like the voice.
You know what Edwin should have done? Flat out, because
I
like
like
you
the
can see
nasally
he
voice.
just.
Yeah, I like Jewish women.
Edwin should have done a reaction to the Nanny. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Matt,
What?
what do you mean? I like
Jewish
women.
Yeah, I like Jewish women. Fran Drescher's Jewish.
What about the Shapiro woman, whatever her name is?
She's
Abby?
cute.
Oh, Abigail.
Abby Shapiro's.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's great.
yeah, I
She's
want a
She's
Kazar
got
Milkers.
big tits.
I think she's a bitch
Yeah.
though.
She's got
Yeah,
Kazar
she's
Milkers. I
allowed
don't
to. She's
care.
got big tits.
Oh, okay, objectifying.
I like how we're all now completely derailed from
Absolutely,
Edwin.
she's a complete
that.
racist. I will objectify her.
Matt Pitt, what is your opinion on Gila Klein? Seeing as you love Jewish women.
Not the Jewish type. I wasn't talking about Israeli. I was talking more like Jewish American.
Like New
A
York.
little further
Yeah,
from the
like-
homeland.
Yeah, like a
Less
yeah.
less cave dweller looking.
All right,
Okay.
let's move on from this.
All right. So
Okay.
Edwin, Niall.
Yeah. So Edwin.
I'm Jewish. I'm allowed.
What?
What?
That's the first time I've heard that.
Is today
Yeah,
so-
I thought you were.
is
Beaver.
today National Hate Jew Day?
Oh
We
my
don't hate them. We
God.
love them. We're literally saying that we love them.
I'm asking. I heard.
Oh, you're
Aiden-
asking permission.
Is that a day?
I don't know about you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were like, that's every day.
Look, and I'll
Yeah, is it-
be
Yeah, it's
totally
been a few
honest.
centuries
no,
at this
well,
point.
I heard Aiden Ross say that on this stream earlier, and I was like,
Oh,
well,
you were just quoting him. Okay, cool.
No, well, 90% of this conversation has been pro-Jewish, by the way. All right, they're just
I love
Yeah,
Jews.
the best-
saying
The best
Jews
scene
are
from,
great. You know
I
what?
think it's
Specifically
Gamer
Family
moment for
Guy.
the Jews out there.
gamer moment.
Yeah.
Do you know
For the
that
Jews.
scene from Family Guy where like they cut back to the to the Jews going through Egypt, and the guy's just like, "It'll be smooth sailing from here."
Jesus, yeah. But yeah, Edwin. So he should have just gone on, let people call in, call him fucking names, and then just ended the stream. That's it. Like, I'm gonna be real. If he came out and was like, "Oh, XYZ, here's what happened," do you really think people are gonna hear him out?
So you just wanted him to call everybody slurs and then just dip.
That's literally the only option. I didn't want him to call people
How do
slurs.
you mean it's the only
but-
option? How would that make anything like better?
Well, what I'm saying is, he's literally at the bottom of the trench. Like, what can he? If your content has relied on outing other people for these sorts of accusations, yet you refuse to address them when they're brought up, when you have said multiple times they should always be addressed and taken seriously, kind of, how do you have a career after that?
I
Well,
mean, we've been. Oh, go ahead.
Well, what allegations though, right? Because originally, when I was first hearing things come out about Edwin, it seemed like super serious that he was like doing some kind of like sexual predatory stuff, and then that's why I kind of like quested myself to figure out if this was true or not. And I spoke to both girls, and both girls told me that that's not what happened. So that was my concern. I don't know anything about the Salvo situations with the cheatings of the wife or anything like that, but the main thing I worried about was there predatory stuff going on. There wasn't. So it's like,
For me, I just think it's the shitty actions. I think in general there's a power dynamic when it's a victim coming to someone with a larger platform to initially share their story. I think engaging from that, you basically have to draw a line. It's kind of like in, if
I'm
you
sorry.
marry a doctor, you don't go see them as your doctor.
are you referring to Olivia? Is that what you're referring to?
In that specific situation, but I don't think he's 100% to blame with Olivia. I think she kind of showed that.
Okay.
Um,
I see. I don't know. I don't know what's out about that or not. But like, when I talk about this situation, I play a fine line of like, what is okay for me to say and what's not, because I don't want to like put stuff out there about the girls and stuff that's not been public. I think me and Matt talked about that on Xyle's stream. Like, I don't know, and it's like you play a little game of like, oh well, what is okay to say? How much can you say? And I wonder if
Yeah.
that's where he was on his live stream tonight, because I know that he was not going to talk about Babs because Babs didn't want him to talk about her. And there, so it was, if I had to find a reason why things went the way they were tonight, it would have been, I think that would have been a contributing factor.
Hey, Repzilla, I've just been taking a poll, honestly, from anybody who's been coming in. I'm curious, who do you think he was going to pull onto the stream but dipped before he went live? Do you have any insight on that?
I know who it was, but I don't know if I can say. So.
Oh,
Well,
can you say anybody?
anyway.
Can you say anybody
Yeah.
who has been on the stream? Have they been close, or has the name been mentioned? If you don't know, you don't know.
No, this isn't a game of guess who. You just
No,
tell
yeah,
us.
I'm just,
No,
you know.
I'm not gonna say. I don't even know if I.
Nah, you don't
Fair
need
enough,
to
fair
tell
enough.
us. It's fine.
Yeah,
Are they wearing spectacles?
They were
Look,
in the
the
kitchen
thing-
with a
the thing
knife.
about the thing about the Olivia thing is I understand she was the victim in that situation, but Olivia's a hussy. All right.
well, that's why I'm saying she kind of, you know, in that situation, Edwin's not 100% to blame, but she is self-admittedly and very proudly, very openly sexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how some people do be. Like, and that's fine. But it doesn't make other people's actions in those situations any better. It doesn't make how you treat other people. Just because you're more open about it doesn't mean other people are. That's why this shit is so stupid. The finding love on the fucking internet. Coming from me, I know. Cope. Funny, haha. Yeah. I just think the whole thing was fucking stupid, and that Dove sounded like a 45-year-old meth addict from Penrith.
Whoa, no. Okie dokie.
Hey,
I
my
don't know what
opinion is
Dove
my
did.
opinion.
What did Dove do to deserve that?
What did I just come back to?
I don't know, Dove.
Niles,
so that's what she
Niles
sounded
here
like.
just started sledging at Dove
Mitch,
for no reason.
Mitch, don't defend Dove like you're just like, oh, I gotta defend Dove, Mike, because she's a fellow Australian.
No,
Well, hang
Mitch
on,
just
but
likes
I know, I'm
attacking
asking
me
what did
at
Dove
any
do?
chance.
Huh?
No, nothing. She just sounds like a crack addict mum. Like, you know,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
she
He's
sounds
not
like,
going after anything specific. He's just
she just sounds
going
like
after
she'd be on
random
Housos. It's just, I'm not saying like she
also, he
is. I'm
said
just
from
saying.
Penrith. I lived there for a year, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, fuck you.
Okay, Penrith is a
Penrith is
shithole, and I think
Newcastle
everyone.
in the mountains.
Penrith is a fucking shithole. It's one of the most like violent areas of all of Sydney, which is the most violent city in Australia.
All of you Australians hang upside down. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't think any of the viewers give a shit about Penrith and how
Anyways,
bad
Niles,
it is.
thanks so much for calling in, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Good, thank you.
Hey, Repzilla, why are you arguing with Darcy Evans in the chat?
I don't know
that
who
is.
that is.
You don't know who that is?
Oh, I have no
That's
idea.
the-
They was talking shit, and I was like, wait a minute here, listen.
I think that's the person that like got into Edwin's Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. Remember? Also remember the you came on Shot for the Point. I think it's the only time you've really come on, and it got taken down.
I
took it down.
remember that. That's like the I really liked that episode, and that sucked that it got taken down.
That's the he took it down because we were reacting to Edwin's stream.
I'm actually gonna block them for being stupid. Hold on. You're blocked now. Fuck off. There you go. God damn, man. They was talking about shit from like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, what the fuck?
I just look over. I'm just like, you're going back and forth with fucking Darcy Evans.
Oh my god. You know, sometimes you do.
All right. Can you want to pull the stream back up there next?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see what we can get. Let's go to like 13 minutes.
13 minutes. I can do that.
Yeah.
Like in January, you know, it was it was cool. Like the whole thing, how it all started. Basically, it was kind of like it was weird to have like people not really want to like listen to what I have to say or kind of make everything out of content, right? And
That's silly. Everybody wants to hear what you have to say. That's what this whole thing is about. Like, it's just the fact that you won't listen.
Hey, I got some stuff to say.
What's up?
I can say who that was. He was going to bring on. Let's see.
Olivia.
It was Olivia, and she changed her mind because she just didn't want to be involved in the community anymore. But her and Edwin were like kind of like trying to figure out if they were going to come out with a video, or she was just going to be on a live stream, and then she just didn't want to be involved in the entire community. So it wasn't anything to do with Edwin. She just backed out of her own choice. So
yeah, well, Olivia. Let's talk about Olivia real quick.
Sure.
Olivia. Olivia was a Mama Max accuser who Edwin interviewed.
Right.
And apparently they had a little sexual encounter in which she started, right, Repzilla? She started it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then all of a sudden, when Salvo was when people were going after Salvo, she comes out with how Salvo was saying stuff to her, and went on the Keemstar show to have her little moment in glory. Then, when Edwin was getting talked about and kind of criticized, guess what happens? Olivia comes out, and ironically, I thought maybe the story had changed. She told kind of the same story, but I don't know. It's like kind of just a little twisted to make it seem like Edwin was the piece of shit in the situation. Me personally, I would not trust this girl. I don't know if I really believe the Mama Max stuff anymore, like her stuff. I think she's just kind of doing this for, I don't even know if it's clout, just for like a little bit of attention. I see. Like you gotta.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Olivia other than like the conversations that I've had with her about Edwin. I don't know anything about Mama Max or anything like that.
This is the girl. When she went on. Yeah, Repsil, you don't have to say anything. I know. But when she was talking about Mama Max, she went on TikTok first, and like that's how it went viral, right? Because and then Mama Max got in touch with her, and then they kind of talked it out, and then she did it again. So I think, and also she spun a couple things in there that it's questionable. If I were to look at it again from a different perspective, I think I would find some holes in her story. Is all I'm trying to say. And I just think I don't think she's a good person. I don't think she should be trusted. I don't even know why Edwin decided to even make up with her in the first place. Because look what happens. She agrees to go on your stream and then drops out. So.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust her either, honestly.
Yeah.
No offense to her. I don't really trust anybody on the internet, but I'm just saying specifically, if I was the people in these situations, I given what is observable, hell no.
Yeah. Bo Blacks says, I agree in the chat. And Bo Blacks, sir, you really dodged a bullet there. I remember joking, thinking man, it'd be funny if, just as a joke, not even thinking it would actually happen or anything, but it'd just be funny if Bo Black starts dating this girl and she tries to cancel him. And then it became like an option, really. Like that's a possibility. Like if Bo Black in a different world, Bo Black dates this girl and then she tries to cancel him. You know what I mean? So he dodged a bullet.
It could have been Bo Blacks in a situation. Yeah.
It could have been. Yeah, it could have been anyone. And
you gotta be fucking careful when you're on the internet because you don't know what people's real agendas are, man.
Yeah, you don't know their intentions.
Especially if you're a content creator.
Yeah, just stick to Tinder and local bitches.
Yeah.
And don't tell them. Definitely do not tell those Tinder people what you do.
Or just talk to the e-girls, but threaten them. Like you don't you dare come out with anything, or I will choke
you. I will choke.
Yeah, just make sure the threats are aggressive, and you'll be fine. No, I'm kidding.
Definitely might backfire.
All right, let's go back to the Edwin video for a little.
By the way, can you give me a quick recap? What was Olivia's allegation against Mr. Mama Max?
Bro, we gotta
Girl?
Mr. Girl.
I said
Mr.
Mama
Girl
Max.
I
said Mama Max.
You said Mr. Girl.
That's like the yin and the yang. That would be funny if Olivia had Mama Max allegations, or Mr. Girl allegations. So I think I think the major accusation was she said that that they talked about like Mama Max having sex with her while she sleeps, right? That's the one thing I remember. And then like it happened and she said it was uncomfortable. That's what I remember specifically. There was also something weird about a pet bill or something like Mama Max said she tried to blackmail him for money for her dog. That was another thing. And there was a lot of other stuff. Like it was Edwin did a really long stream on it, but I don't really remember I don't remember as many details as they went over. So, but yeah, that's kind of like the gist of the situation, I believe, viewers.
Still a
And
hostage.
Were you listening, Beavis?
I kind of like hit up
Just
some
went
people
quiet
that
for a
I felt I
Hey,
could trust, and
congratulations on 1,000
luckily
subs.
Oh, thank you, Repsol.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Are you guys close?
And thank
to
you, Boblax, for only subscribing 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
Wait.
Yeah, he only
Bobby's
subscribed
been
10 minutes ago.
subscribed for ages.
Yeah, Bubba.
Right?
No, well, why is there a Boblax that subscribed 10 minutes ago, huh?
Maybe he
Might be his alt
unsubscribed when.
account.
Yeah, maybe an alt account, or maybe he unsubscribed when Toxic.
Or maybe he's a
said
lying
that
little
shit.
sack of shit.
are you guys close to
What do you think is more likely?
Are we close to monetization? Yeah, we've been past watch hours.
Hell yeah! So you're just waiting.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the review to come in.
Good.
Yeah. Someone asked, has Dub done? Bad Cripple asked, has Dub done anything in the community prior to this Edwin stream? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know the Edwin girls. I think Eva could probably answer that.
I have
don't
no
really-
clue who Dove is.
Yeah.
Loves a
Absolutely
woman.
none.
There you go.
By the way, do you guys want to hear a wholesome story because we've been so negative on the stream?
Yes, please.
Of course, I always do.
Mitch knows this story because he's friends with this person. But Bad Cripple in the chat, she's a pretty cool person. I've been following her on Twitter for a while. She's from New Zealand.
No. She's from the UK, but lived in New Zealand and now lives in Australia.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought she was from New Zealand.
She's British.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, all right. Well, so she's not New Zealand, but she's from New Zealand, but she lived in the UK, and now but she was living in New Zealand. Is the important part. All right. So, she's Really Young Crip. I'm sure all of you are aware who Really Young Crip is. A very famous Twitter account, shit poster, who's a disabled person. Bad Crippled is also slightly disabled.
Slightly.
Well, yeah, I just realized maybe I shouldn't have said slightly.
Yeah, I was going to ask. When you say slightly crippled, I start asking about what the disabilities are.
She can walk. I don't know.
She calls herself crippled, but I don't know. I don't think
didn't
she's
mean
that
slightly
crippled.
as a jab. I didn't mean it as a jab. I'm trying to tell a wholesome story. Don't take it that way. So she's in the replies with Really Young Crip, and she meets another disabled man. What's his name, Mitch?
Do I say his fucking
Not
fucking
his real,
angry
don't
philosopher?
say his full name. Jesus. Yeah, his fucking Twitter
Well,
name.
Dude, I don't.
So-
I already forgot his full name. It's fucking confusing. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, Angry Philosopher, who's another Twitter user, and they meet in the replies of Real Young Crip's tweet, and they start talking, and they start a friendship from there, and they move it to the DMs, and they begin to develop feelings for each other, and they begin to have a connection with each other. They relate to each other. I guess they start playing Dungeons and Dragons with each other, and eventually, in the most wholesome video on this website of Twitter, they start dating, and she comes to Australia to finally meet her long distance boyfriend, and they embrace in this hug, and it's a great.
Do you know
moment.
who filmed that?
Was that you?
It was me.
No shit, bro. Bro,
She fucking walked right past me too and fucking ignored me. I was like, oh, bitch.
Bro, Bad Cripple, if you have that Twitter video by any chance, just on you or anything, send it my way. I don't know how to even look for it, but if you just happen to have it like in your bookmarks or something, I'd love to like show it to the chat. Yeah, they're always tough to find. But yeah, that I always thought Bad Cripple was pretty funny. She's got a really good sense of humor. And Angry Philosopher, I don't know if anyone saw the fake ghosty screenshot with the jet ski and stuff that I tweeted out. That's Angry Philosopher's Photoshop. It was pretty funny.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. He said
Where the time was like, what is even time? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, what is happening and stuff like that.
It wasn't until I saw that I was like, I think this might be fake.
Yeah. And,
Well, that's a very wholesome story, and they're keeping the crippled genes out of the gene pool.
I think they're
I
like the
support it.
only online love story I think that's been a success.
Bro,
that I know of.
Do you think if two cripples have sex, right, that they'll make one whole person? I'm just saying.
I think they could definitely benefit from each other. They could like
baby
tape
be
each other together.
Zenley, thank you for the thank you for the sub. Zenley.
Oh, ghosty.
All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, you don't have to send it. If you got to hunt for it, don't worry about it. But I was just saying, if you had it on you, I'd react to it. All right, back to the Edwin video. Let's go to about 17 minutes in. See if we can skip forward even more. I like how we're just like yes, viewers.
If you had a kid, would you be jealous of its leg?
I've always kind of thought about how, like, I don't know if I ever want a kid because I'd always like, I don't even know if I can. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't be jealous of them at all, but I would be afraid, like, I'd be afraid, like, if like I'm walking through the parking lot and I'm like, oh, hold my hand, son. He just takes off running, and I'm just like, well, shit, you know, hey, somebody stop.
Because if you had to hop after them, you would look like a homeless guy. You'd look like a homeless meth addict.
I used to have a fear when I went swimming with people, like they would start drowning and I couldn't save them from drowning. Not that I can't swim, just like it seems like it would be really difficult, you know?
Matt likes swimming, especially in public pools.
Wait,
Wouldn't
what?
it be scary though? Like, you know, you're swimming and then somebody's drowning. You're like, "Fuck, what do I do?" Like, "Oh shit."
Let
Easy.
them drown. It's called Darwin.
You walk away. Unless it's a kid. If it's a kid, you can save it. But if it's an adult and they're drowning, I mean, like Mitch said, natural selection.
Just put a leash on the child. That's sick. Okay.
My parents
you
put a
weirdo.
leash on me when I was younger, and I turned out fine. I think.
Yeah. Now you're a brony.
Yeah. No.
Ah, damn it! You're right.
I don't
Shit.
think you're the right caliber to be comparing to, Max, of what's all right.
Damn it.
What the fuck is this?
Exhibit A.
What the fuck is this?
All right, I'll stop.
Oh no, I thought that was like a donation or something. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, what playing these random things all stream.
It's a
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I like this.
All right.
Was that one thing we were doing in Zali's stream where we was like fucking making the animations go off on Discord?
Oh yeah,
the little
yeah, you just
thingamajigs.
That's way too. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play this video.
And just kind of like
sweet.
Just keep it going, because like I felt like this was like a creative block for me. Like I'm like, oh, I can't even work on like an Edwin's Generation video because I feel like, you know, everybody just wants to say what they want to say, which is fine. But it's like I feel like I need to at least speak, you know, because I love live stream.
By the way, I just noticed this. You know, Babs came in and she said she doesn't know if Edwin's in the closet or whatever the case may be. With an earring like that, you are definitely not in the closet.
No, I don't think you
Wait,
understand.
did
Babs
he
didn't say
admit that
anything about it. Babs thinks he's out of the closet. She called him a gay cuck. All right, so.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how could he be in the closet? Like, did he admit that he sucked Salvo's dick? I mean, you're pretty. That's like taking a big.
She won't
giant
go
leap
that
out of the
far,
closet.
but it's pretty fucking close.
He told me he did not.
Yeah. He told all of us he did not. I'm just saying, but Babs is not saying whether he did or not, and it makes me think that she knows something. You know, she was the only one there besides Salvo and Edwin. So
I'm just saying that earring supports the gay argument.
I mean, I know what she told me.
I've only
but
seen gay men wear those.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know nothing about sucking dick.
Revzilla's like, I don't know anything.
Wait, what?
I don't know anything. You're not dragging it out of me? I'm not saying shit.
Hey, by the way, I don't know anything. I don't know none at all. I'm just saying, I don't know anything.
Have
I'm not gonna ask
You're a
me
very
wrong.
good friend, Revzilla.
yeah, Revzilla, I'm starting to think maybe you shouldn't have been the guy to be the neutral party in this situation.
Were you in a
No.
room alone with Edwin at some point? Do we need to
No.
know about that? Okay,
No.
just checking.
No long
I
car
was in the
rides where
closet
you're
over
trying to
there.
coerce somebody into doing something stupid. Kidding. Sorry.
Can we talk about how weird it is though that Edwin just sat in the passenger seat while Salvo just took out his dick? And it was
That's
just
what
like, oh
I've been
yeah,
saying.
this is
Hello.
normal.
I don't know. It's a certain breed of man.
I think there was a
you-
Seinfeld moment in the Seinfeld show where like it's like he took it out.
Did you see that
Edwin
clip
did the
of
took it out move and it
fucking?
worked.
Did you see that clip of Leon Lush talking about how they used to play Soggy Biscuit?
Yeah, but I don't think he was actually. That wasn't real. Like,
No, it's not
that's
real.
a myth.
Oh no.
I don't know if I want to know what a soggy biscuit is.
No.
Because I
Well-
do like eating soggy biscuits out of a cup
No,
of
you,
tea.
no, you don't.
You're gonna ruin it
No.
for me.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
How do you
It's-
not
it's
know,
what you-
Mitch? How do you been watching Newgrounds since like 2005 and you do not know what a soggy biscuit is?
We're gonna tell him what a
It's-
soggy biscuit is, and Mitch is gonna be like, "Oh, we call that this
Yeah.
here."
Yeah, this is
Yeah, okay. What is it?
It's when
It's a drippy cookie.
everyone's
Like,
everyone stands around a biscuit or a cookie and they
Ookie
start
cookie. That's
jerking
it.
off.
Ookie cookie.
Oh no, I already know where it's going.
And the
Alright,
last
well, yeah,
one
no,
to
we don't have a
finish
word for
has
that
to
here
eat
because
the biscuit.
oh god, no, I've never heard of that before. No, wish I never had.
Mitch is like, "We don't have a word for that here. That's just lunch."
Ew.
Eva's like, no, it's the same thing here. Eva, how the fuck have you heard of it? I haven't heard. What the fuck?
Eva's obviously played Soggy Biscuit.
Actually, I think I have heard of that, but yeah, we didn't call it that.
Okay, I'm gonna play
Yeah,
this
this
video.
stream is so uninteresting.
If you-
we lose
if
interest
you
one minute
invite-
in and start
if
having
you
random
invite,
thoughts.
Exactly.
You mean Edwin's stream? You mean Edwin's stream, right? that we start talking about soggy biscuits.
Yeah, yeah. What were you
I
saying?
mean, maybe,
Mitch?
maybe
If the
that is
five of
what
us meet
Edwin
up,
is
we should do a soggy
Oh,
biscuit.
Eva's the girl
No.
that you invite to play Soggy Biscuits, but she knows she's gonna lose because she doesn't have a cock. She's just there for the cookie.
Rice papers.
Oh man, there's so many names that popped in my head, but I'm just like, no, don't say it, don't say it, don't say
I
it. don't say
disavow
it.
beavers.
Disavow. Disavow.
Yo,
Like,
I'm not
Oh.
scared of her like you are, Mitch.
Ivana
I'm not scared of her.
Santini's in the chat. Ivana, I heard you were in some. I heard you were on Spurg Alert or Doc on the radio or something. You got called out by Smaggle or something. One of your DMs were leaked. That's crazy.
What do you mean Eva L? This is an Eva W.
Alright,
Everyone
alright.
likes a girl that goes dirty. Okay.
Oh, beavers.
All right,
At least
let's
speak
press play.
because I love live streaming.
Yeah.
He loves live streaming.
But yeah.
And sucking dick.
Let's see. So
Hey.
okay, I guess
Was
the
that
next
tongue in
thing,
cheek?
really.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the tongue
part,
touching
right?
the cheek. It was a dick.
A bit phallic object touching the cheek.
Oh.
Meteor, like meteorite, but like meat wise,
Meat wise?
2 women spoke about me in December, and
Oh, me wise. I thought you said meat wise.
I felt like none of it really needed to be like publicized and made a circus out of, right? And ultimately, they both ended up saying, and I've said publicly that they regret ever talking about it. So like, you know, they feel the same. And at first, like that screenshot showed, like at first I wanted to like get the receipts and everything and just like defend myself and all that, but I'm like, it's just not worth it, you know. So I reached out to both of them privately, and one of them didn't. What's that?
Edwin, I'm just getting like messages saying that the music's too loud.
Oh shit! The music is too loud. I'm sorry. Fuck. We're gonna have to start over the whole show. Okay, no more music. Sorry.
Good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god. He stopped the music, everybody. All right. Thank you for cheering me on. God. Look, I'm trying out.
I'm gonna apologize to Niall now. She kind of does sound like someone that would work at a Woolworths in Penrith, and that would be so hilarious if I accidentally like just on a fluke fucking doxed a workplace. That would be hilarious. That 1 in a million chance, but yeah, I gotta apologize to Niall. Sorry.
So Woolsworth is like is it like Walmart over and
Not Walmart. It's a supermarket. It's food.
Woolsworth? I thought that was a prison show in Australia.
No, that's Wentworth.
Wentworth.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
this is
see,
Woolworths.
I know my Australian pop culture.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
sounds like someone
Woolworths,
that
yeah.
works at the cigarette counter. No, we don't have Rothman's Blue Crush. Sorry.
You said Eva or Liana does that?
What? No, Dove.
Oh, Dove. Gotcha.
Rihanna
Oh.
totally would be the girl behind the counter at the cigarette counter.
I'll take a pack of Marlboro Blacks. Thank you. Long.
There you go. Can I get some Black and Miles, please?
Yeah, can I get a Cools, please? Pack of
Get
Cools,
Black-
full flavors. The Swisher Sweet.
You selling alcohol right now?
Yeah, what time of night is it?
No, they don't-
It's a
they
Sunday.
don't sell
Shit.
alcohol in Woolworths.
Well, hey, there's some places to sell. You gotta go to.
You got to go to a separate liquor store, like separate
Orange
store
County.
to get liquor here. They don't allow it. Yeah.
Mitch, you know what's insane, right? But I don't know if they do it in Australia. I assume not. That you can buy alcohol at a gas station.
Yeah. And in Japan too, you can buy it at a 7-Eleven. You can get like a liter can
So
for like.
bizarre.
Well, we
And then you
sell
can drink it in the
alcohol at gas
street.
stations here. So
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
yeah.
All my life.
It's separated by city and county. Like a city stops like an hour earlier than county does. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. And then, but then in some states, like I think Tennessee, they'll sell. They either sell all night and they never stop, or they stop at like 5 a.m. and then only stop for an hour or something like that.
I was at the gas station the other day buying some vape pods, and I pointed to it, and the lady was like, "Which one?" And she put her hand right on it. And I was like, "Your hand's on it." And she just looks back at me, and she gives me the most.
I can't see it. Where?
No, like the most like evil look, like I just fucking shit in her cereal or something. I'm like, well, I'm not trying to be a smartass. Your hand's on it.
Was it the last one or?
No, it was above her, and she reached her hand, and she just happened to grab like the right one, and she's like, "Which one is it?" And I was like, "Your hand is on it." And
You
she
must start like an asshole or something.
Yeah, I must have said it like an asshole, but I wasn't meaning to. It was just because there's no. It's not like you can't say like a pack of Marlboros. You got to be like, I want the gold vape pods, the 5.0 ones. I just always say the ones on the left. So, and I just wait for them to grab the right ones. But she put her hands on
You
it.
see, Matt,
You really put your foot in your
smoking
mouth there.
Buying cigarettes is easier, and you don't look like a fag. It's just win-win all around.
Yeah.
Look, I've never disagreed with that. All right, smoking cigarettes looks way cooler, but I enjoy not having to cough my lungs out every 3 hours or so.
What about smoking a tobacco pipe?
I don't. Nah, that's not my thing. I never could get into that. It's a bit much for me.
I love it, man.
I did. I
it's
used
a whole
to do the
thing.
hookah. I did the hookahs. Those were. I always felt gay when I was smoking a hookah. I don't know.
It's only good if you go to one of those bars where they
You know,
pump
I
them.
thought about that, and isn't that unsanitary? Because like everybody uses the hookah, right?
Yeah.
Well, they give you a. Well, I mean, it's unsanitary with your friends, I suppose.
I
They
mean,
do
like
give you a new mouthpiece.
yeah,
at
even
least.
if you do a mouthpiece, your fucking moisture from your lungs is still going throughout the whole thing.
We didn't think about that pre-pandemic. You know, this is a post-pandemic thought. You know, what I mean?
Post-pandemic world.
Yeah.
Nah, we had it here because we have a problem with like TB and shit, right? So they were doing like massive drives to be like warning, because it's like hookahs for like kids for the most part, and they were doing this massive drive because they're like, you little fuckers will get sick and still suck on that pipe. You guys have no common decency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just sounds gross. You know, and like when you smoke if you smoke a tobacco pipe, I'm sure it's even if it's like a glass pipe or even bongs, probably, like moisture goes into them, and specifically in tobacco pipes, the pipe gets wet, and you gotta like clean it with like a wire cleaner and stuff, or it'll get gross.
My first like drag of a cigarette wasn't even my own. I was hanging out with my friends. And this weird fucking this weird fucking emo girl. She takes a drag of the cigarette and then she just kisses me and blows the smoke down my throat, which resulted in me
You were in
That's
fucking
love,
choking.
and that's how you gained your obsession with emo girls.
That was your first kiss, that too?
No, that was my first
okay,
kiss. That was a. She was so fucking weird. We had a bomb scare, right, at the school, and so obviously they do that dumb thing where they make you all group up in an area that would be easy for the guy to just fucking blow up.
Yeah.
But they make us group up, right? And I was in my teenage edgy phase, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck if I die. You know? I'm like, I don't care, or whatever, right? And she started off with that. But then when they learned that the scare was like kind of legit because the bomb squad came and everything, she was fucking running around and she was so cringe. She was like saying, I don't want to die a virgin. And she's just running around.
Wait, are you about to tell a story about how you took advantage of a girl that was in fear of her life?
Next day
No.
she comes
Is
in.
that where this story's
helps
going?
emo.
Hey, honey, I don't want you to die a kissing virgin.
I don't want to die a virgin. Well,
I don't
we're
wanna
gonna
die a
die.
virgin.
We're gonna die, lady. We're gonna die.
She was literally
Fuck her up,
fucking
bitch.
running around like that and like saying that to everybody. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like still in my emo phase and I'm just like, fucking kill yourself. I hope we die. I hope we fucking die.
Wait, you said that after your first kiss with her? You said, I hope you what?
No, this happened a bit after that.
Oh, okay, but the point is, you did kiss her first, and then later said, "I hope you kill yourself."
Well,
I
It was
didn't say
emo.
I was thinking it.
It was emo. Yeah, it was emo. And
No. The point
I
of
wasn't
emo is that
emo.
you kill yourself. Emos don't tell people to kill themselves.
Emos people are emo people are very. What everybody kill themselves.
No, emos
I don't think
are
that's-
very
you're-
selfish and
yeah,
wanted to
that-
kill themselves.
Oh, yeah, they
Goths
wanna
were
kill
the
them-
ones.
That's a nihilist.
They did
I
that.
was a little punk rocker when I was at school.
I was a skater.
Yeah, skater, punk rocker, that kind of vibe was me. The emos were tangential. The emos were the kids that came to the skate park but didn't skate. They
Yeah.
would just sit there in the corner,
They did
They
that
would
everywhere.
smoke cigarettes and shit.
They
did
listen to
everywhere.
music, smoke cigarettes, yeah.
They would go to the bands. They would go see a venue to see the band, and they'd just sit outside and smoke cigarettes.
My Chemical
And-
Romance.
Yep.
And complain
and I'd
about
be-
everybody who's at the concert.
I'd be like,
yeah.
yo, the band's playing, guys. You got, and they're just all like, there's like 50 people at the venue, but they're all outside smoking cigarettes and not.
Why would we
actually
go like
listening to
inside the
music.
place? That's stupid.
And then they would brag about how they know the band, and I'm like, you didn't even watch the set.
Yeah, but I bought a T-shirt and they were there and I met them, so I know them.
Guys,
Okay.
I think it's funny that once again, like, we've completely drifted from Edwin's stream because it was that boring. We're talking about emo bands.
Edwin, I
Honestly,
know-
By the way,
honestly,
just by the way, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt says emo girls are my thing. Emo girls aren't my thing. Scene girls are my thing because they were like the emo girls minus all the
Steroids.
bullshit. They actually wanted to have fun.
they were like the emo
Exactly.
girls, but 12 years old, right, Beavers?
No,
Hell
no,
yeah.
that's gonna be a big no for me, dog.
I was gonna say.
Why do you have these ready? What is
What do you
wrong
mean?
with you?
What are you talking about?
Do you just sit there and you're like, what's gonna be my next quip?
Maybe.
How do you make that
all
so
I'm saying
fast?
is,
That was so fast.
okay, that was a little scuffed, but you know, fair enough.
Yeah, that was a little laggy.
But Beavers, were you the type to be like, oh yeah, so you like blood on the dance floor, huh? Oh, that's cool. That's so nice.
Oh
you-
shit!
Wanna hold hands?
I was like, oh no. Oh god.
I like the shade of black
No.
on your
I
fingernails.
like blood on the dance floor too. Yeah, Dobby Vanity is one of my favorite singers.
Bro, you know, like I covered that dude, right? I did a lot of interviews.
Yes.
When I this is no shit. When I was doing my investigation into that guy, I interviewed over probably about 35 girls, and I only put out maybe 5 interviews.
Yeah.
But these girls, like probably about 20 of them had like empirical data that was like.
Well, you know who did interview them and put them out? Pastel Bell. Bro,
She
had, like,
I can say that she did put out interviews that she shouldn't have done, the interviews that I did too, that I was like, I can't put this out.
Bro, there were some girls saying like, obviously Dobby Vanity 100% seems like a very horrible person who's done horrible things.
Yeah.
There was like a girl that went on Pastel Bell's channel who said she was like 9 years old or something.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah. When we was doing all that, even the interviews that I didn't put out, we was turning that evidence into we was all speaking to an FBI agent, and he was like taking all the information, and it was insane. Then we had conclusive evidence. We had even girls that were ready to testify and everything, and then nothing happened. The dude ghosted.
Y'all had evidence that he was doing it while it was happening, right? Like he was still messaging like 16-year-old girls and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's all the way up until it was even back in it's probably definitely still happening, but even in the pandemic, he was still talking to one 16-year-old girl. So it still blows my mind to this day with all the evidence that they have, and nothing happened. Like that's insane. Like
I think it's one of those things where it's like, okay, how long ago was this? All right, now we got to do that, and it just keeps going to the bottom.
Well, we had one girl that was from Florida, and she was within the statute of limitations and ready to testify, ready to go against the dude. Like
right,
and they just ghosted her, and we're just like sitting there like, what the fuck? And this dude is like legitimate pedo, like 100%.
Yeah.
All right,
maybe
maybe go to bed.
Thank you, Cor.
Did he?
Yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah, man.
Did he like R-word anybody?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Multiple
Several
women.
Like actually?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Well, what the fuck if I walked back
well,
to
here's
bed?
the thing. All right, the
No,
first
'cause
time
I was gonna say it's normally a case of
he was
using their
arrested.
resources.
Why is Renegator here? Cor pulled him in. God damn it! This is not the time for Renegator.
No, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
This might be
We're gonna talk about a serious subject.
this might be too hardcore for your guys' chat. Like I don't want to like.
No.
They're fine.
Dude,
They enjoy
kept
it.
up
They're
with that
sickos.
Dude, I kept up with the Dobby Vanity thing. I was watching all of his videos, like looking at his vlogs and stuff. Like I went deep looking at his stuff to the point where his music was in my head and I hated it. But but Beavers, he was arrested multiple times.
Yes.
The first time the girl was like 14, right?
Yep.
And he meets her on MySpace and he goes over to her house to he pretended to be a hairdresser on MySpace.
Yeah.
And he has sex with her. And then she calls into a Christian radio station days later and admits it, like it happened, and how she kind of feels guilty about it. And then they're like, oh shit, we got to fucking report this because we just heard that she's 14 years old. And so they call the cops. The cops come, they arrest Dobby, but then it was like he got
charged.
Charged, but it was like a no contact order or something like that, and they just went with that.
What happened was they got him. They charged him with lewd and lascivious battery of a minor under the age of I think it was like 16, 14, 15. I don't know what the actual code says. Anyways, so it was set up. It was all he was fucked, and then the mother decided to drop it. Drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that, well, in I guess that was out in Colorado, I believe. There was another instance in Florida, and they didn't go through with it in Florida either because they just dropped it. They dropped the ball, and even Florida has because he said that he didn't know the age of the girl, but Florida has a law where it says that that's not an excuse,
right?
And it still didn't. So you got this dude who has criminal history on this stuff. God knows how many people he's done this to, and then they've not done anything. And the FBI has actual evidence, I know for a fact, because I sent some into him. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, I don't that's the thing, right? I feel really bad for Ashley and
She tweeted about it this week, I believe.
Yeah, so much drama came from that whole thing. Like the girls started fighting with each other.
Yeah.
It turned into like a little civil war between Mal and Ashley. It was kind of weird. Like it kind of sucked to see all that. And nothing came of it. Chris Hansen kind of ruined everything.
Yeah, Chris Hansen did not help anything at all. Nope.
Chris Hansen had a Dobby Vanity victim on, and this is right when the George Floyd riots were happening, and says, so all the stuff with Dobby Vanity, how's that compared to what's going on right now with George Floyd? And she just, like a deer in the headlights, is just like, like,
I remember that. I remember that because it's like, even speaking on that subject at all, it would be difficult because you had to jump through hoops, right? So that trauma, oh my God, why would you even ask that?
Yeah.
No. And I know why he asked stuff like that. It's obvious he's wanting to put them in an emotional situation.
Get the names and the tags.
So you were raped, right? But what do you think about that black man dying?
Yeah, what do you think about
I should have stayed at the refrigerator.
That's pretty much what happened.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, but it's probably one of those cases where it's just like, it just like manpower was probably a problem. It's unfortunate.
Repzilla, there was a situation on Augie's stream where it kind of turned into one of the Dobby
Oh yeah,
called in, and because I guess Augie and everyone there were some jokes made about how Chris Hansen said something like, "Oh, I consider you guys my daughters" or something, and you guys laughed or joked about something to do with the Big Money Onision as well. Like, "Oh, do you consider Big Money Onision your son?" And then she calls in, and it turns into this fucking clusterfuck. Whatever happened to that girl?
I don't know because she got so mad that she told me to take down my interview of her, and I did. But I don't know the reason. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I can't even hardly remember the situation. But I know that it wasn't anybody on the stream's fault that she reacted the way that she did. She went through a lot of trauma, and she doesn't see that they were joking because she didn't see the nuance in it. She didn't see that when people go through trauma. I've dealt with a lot of women that have been through trauma. They are unable to. It's easy for us commentary people to break apart the nuance in situations, but people that's been through trauma, they specifically have a very difficult time doing that.
Right.
So it looks like an overreaction to everything.
Yeah, because I know some people were thinking that maybe like someone had sent her to like argue with you guys or say shit or like stir shit up, but it was.
I heard the same, but I don't know. I didn't see any evidence.
Yeah, because like she was like arguing with fucking Mudahar and Josh Pescator and Repzilla and Edwin and like Aiden and like it was like Augie, Nick. It was so many people in there.
Whatever happened to Aiden?
I think he's in some sort of like school, reformatory school or something. I don't know. I think that's there were rumors that he had been arrested like 2 months ago, but I don't think those were true. I think
which Aiden?
Aiden Projects.
Oh, what did he do?
I don't know if he was actually arrested. I think it was a meme. I think someone took a picture and made it look like he had been arrested.
Yeah, I don't like those kids.
Yeah.
Leia is adamant. Leia something is adamant in chat that he's in jail.
In general, fucking Aiden. What was her name? Her name's now Soph. What was her name before?
What?
Soph.
Who? So. Who?
Lieutenant Corbus.
Oh, Lieutenant Corbus. Yeah.
I could never fucking stand the young kids being in commentary.
Like
I still
Lieutenant
don't like
Cobra
it to
as well?
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't fight them.
Yeah,
you can't.
I remember that.
It's a lose-lose situation.
That was so
and
annoying.
then they can just run their little fucking mouths.
I hated that shit. That was so annoying. Because, like, my mentality with that is, like, you're a person on the internet. I don't give a fuck how old you are. Like, just, you can't run for cover based on your age.
Take that out of context.
Oh,
Someone
shit.
Take that out of context.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah,
no. Oh, fuck
dude.
now.
Yikes.
And even,
Sorry.
Oh, come on. Now you're just saying that shit on purpose so you can use that clip.
Maybe I might
I mean,
have.
even
Okay.
that fucking. I mean, even Tommy reached his end with it when he when he told the dude that he hopes that his family gets hit by a bus or some shit. Well, it's like,
No.
yeah, you do reach your end with it because they come in and they could just spout all this shit, and you're just like, aha, aha.
Yeah. And then you're like, what if I beat the shit out of you? You know, or something like that. What is
I
Xylee?
would.
Is that here?
Oh.
Hi, Xylee.
Queen.
What up?
I passed out at 10 and I just woke up and my Twitter has 5,000 apps at and
Oh, somebody's terminally online.
messages and a couple of emails. What happened?
Edwin went live.
I knew it. I told my members only I'm about to pass out and I know somebody's going to go live because I'm going to go to bed. The one time I go to bed, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yet another Xylee L.
He did a whole exposed stream on you, Xylee. He went into
let's
everything.
go.
Point, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
damn. Oh.
He was like, God damn, that
Xylee,
bitch is old.
I hate to tell you
I
this,
mean,
but
that's
you
nothing.
missed
That's not an
you missed absolutely nothing. It was the dumbest
Yeah.
stream I've ever seen.
We've been talking about his stream for about an hour and a bit now, and
Oh, really?
yeah, we've
I
only spoken
literally
about the
just
stream.
got out of bed.
Yeah.
I
Here's
literally
the
got
thing.
out of bed, and my Discord has like a 12 by it. My Twitter has like a 24 by it, and it's like, what's going on? Yeah.
We've been talking about rape and dead black men and
Oh God.
been
Oh,
fun.
wow.
Well, yeah, the problem is we go to react to the Edwin stream and we just get uninterested and we move because he didn't really go in. He doesn't go into anything.
What did he talk about anything,
No.
or did he
Not
pussy
really.
out?
Yeah, he pussied
He
out.
kept saying that the girls don't want to talk about it, so he doesn't really want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, they
we
didn't
know
mind
now is a
talking about it
lie.
on my stream.
But they came publicly and said that Edwin was fine talking about it. Now,
Did
someone, yeah,
Did they really?
yes,
When? Today?
Olivia,
Really?
yes, Olivia and Babs have both said they're okay with Edwin talking about it.
That's crazy to me because it's not what they told me.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
What?
they
What
came
did
out
I tell you,
publicly
Matt?
on
What
Twitter,
I tell
on
you,
Twitter.
Matt? What did I
They
tell you?
were,
Max,
Babs,
you still got the
Babs
tweet?
just Babs retweeted her
Yes, I do.
her previous statement,
I get it.
and Olivia replied to Matt while we were streaming now, and was
Max
like,
is
"You can
gonna-
talk about it if you want."
Max is going to put it on the screen in just a second. We can show you
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
Got
Let's
it.
see.
This is yep, this is the one. I think, right?
So yeah, so I tweeted out, "Fuck it," at Babs, at Olivia. Did you ask Edwin not to talk about it? Olivia replies, "I have no problem Edwin talking about it his side." And
Right.
then and on the 24th, Babs tweeted out, "I don't care if Edwin responds. I don't want the weirdos and that his clout will bring. I'm embarrassed. I like the gay cuck and embarrassed y'all know about it.
I remember
Anyone
that tweet.
I've spoken to online has turned out to be odd and fake, except Keem and Brantley. I just know I didn't lie, and I don't have time to."
Well, I mean, if they said this is what they said today. Well, I know.
Babs said it on the 24th, and Olivia said it maybe like an hour ago.
I mean, they have every right to change their mind, but
Well, of course, but it sounds like they didn't.
What was the time frame for you?
Well, at least Olivia.
I know that Olivia decided she didn't want to do it just recently. She was going to go on live with Edwin.
Yeah, she backed out, by the way, Xylee. She was
It,
going to go on
it was pretty consistent up until the last time I spoke to anybody else was like maybe a week ago or
Yeah,
so.
Bab showed up in my live stream tonight because she's a member, and she popped in and just said, "Hey, I just want to stop and say happy Saturday and love you, Xylee," or something like that.
Yeah, I mean if they can change their mind, but
Oh, of course.
they had told me that they just didn't want that kind of attention pretty consistently.
Well, damn. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's go back to the Edwin video. God help us.
We'll get through it eventually.
Oh my God, you've only okay. So what happened in the first 12 minutes?
A lot of
No.
music. Nothing.
No, so
Loud
basically he
music.
was playing music too. Like there was some music playing, and chat was getting upset with him, and he was trying hard not to pay attention to the questions that were in chat. That's pretty much all you missed.
I knew he was going to go live because I went to bed. This is what happens when I sleep.
Yep.
Let me go
Alright,
get a
I'll play
Diet Mountain Dew. I'll be right back.
Okay.
This is bullshit.
She
Well, I
is
mean,
such a southerner.
There's some
You know-
goddamn bullshit. I'm gonna get my Diet Mountain Dew, and then I'm gonna get my old lady pills.
I will not take
Swish
this
that
Southern
down with my
slang.
Diet Mountain
Go
Dew.
get my Prozac and my Diet Mountain Dew.
I take
I heard that.
Prilosec.
Come here, pumpkin. We're gonna watch the stream.
Where is Pumpkin? She's asleep in the bed behind me. Okay.
By the way, just as a Beavers giving his fashion, critique, those glasses do not go with that outfit.
I agree.
Nah, black framed would be better.
I don't like that dangly
classic,
earring.
classic like Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
Why are you
I
guys
don't know,
being
Beavers.
something
I
like
think
that.
he's wagging his finger at you. Look at him. Look at him go. Anyway, sorry.
No, he's
What's up,
tapping
man?
Salvo's taint.
Okay. Now I'm like,
Oh my God, what the fuck's
I
that?
lost my little train of thought. But
I looked over and his
Sorry.
fingers moving.
no, it's good. That's what you're here for, to put me back on the balance here.
Oh,
Now, I was
pause,
saying
pause,
that,
pause. Sorry.
Yeah, you good.
Xylee, guess
Yeah.
what?
Well,
We brought on another girl named Dove. Guess
Oh.
what country she's from?
what country?
Australia.
Well, what did Dove
The
have
woman
to
was
do
too
with
stunned to
anything?
speak.
No, she's Eva's replacement. She's the
Yeah.
new. She,
Wait.
She's the new Eva.
new Eva.
His
Carbon copy.
So he had a co-host for this, and she's
Yeah.
Australian.
Yes.
Yeah. Australian woman.
Oh. Oh, well, that's
Little-
okay because you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He missed out on a queen. Miss Eva's a queen.
Well,
Miss Eva is
I
a
wanted
queen.
to say that earlier, right? So he was saying in the stream, right? He says he's got all the people that he trusts and all that shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? He apologized to Eva. If in the broadcast
Okay.
episode at the end, right? He apologizes to Eva, and Eva says that the first apology was
Screenshot
great,
that.
right?
Screenshot that, please. Screenshot that, please, Max.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go
All right,
ahead,
man.
Beavers. I'm listening.
Sorry.
Anyway, so in that video, she says that the first apology she got from him was great, right? And then he started adding on conditions and shit in follow-up messages, and he just ruined it, and she could see that he wasn't actually sorry.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Eva is a ride or die hoe.
She is. Well,
Right.
she ain't a hoe, but she's a ride or die. Absolutely.
Hoe. Anyway, and so my thing is, like, if you were gonna have somebody to baffle you, Eva would have been perfect because she's
Yeah.
also smart.
And
Right? She's not a
and-
she's not a
and
dumb girl.
And she's respected in the community.
Yeah,
Eva's
so it's just
respected.
like no, nothing against the Dovey girl, but I'm just saying you had your prime like ride or die bitch, and you fucking threw it to the curve for this
Yeah.
new person.
He really
Which
did.
is dumb
But
on
you know
your
what though? We got her on broadcast, and we're gonna start doing live streams here within a week, and it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good.
Oh yeah.
And she knows she's welcome on my live streams anytime she wants.
Fuck
So
yeah.
Eva's the goat. Just saying.
Yeah, Eva, what Xylee said.
Hey,
Queen.
What do you guys think
You're
about?
such a pussy ass bitch.
Fuck Beavers.
Are you guys gonna watch the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight?
I got $10 on it, so yeah, I probably will.
Oh yeah, man! I cannot wait to watch that. I am invested in it.
Yeah.
I've been watching the build up. It's gonna be good.
Oh my god.
All right, correction.
can we watch
Eva
the video?
left. She wasn't thrown to the curb. She left.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we actually have someone here who actually wants to watch the video, so
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine. And the other woman, Olivia, we did kind of make amends, and I just told her like, well, I'd like to clear these specific points up because like a lot of people had this narrative going around there, and well, the first one was the whole like Edwin acknowledges a conflict of interest, and like I get it, like it was. I don't want to defend that it was inappropriate for me to pursue Olivia, but in any way. But I just want to make sure that it's clear that I've never pursued anyone romantically who was involved in any story that I covered besides her. Like I was dating Mina before I even did controversial stories at all. Like I dated for 5 years, and Olivia was like the first person
All right,
I guess
pause.
flirted.
You know what? I give you the pass on Olivia. She's a hussy. I can completely see how that could have been, how her horny could kick in over her trauma.
I think she would agree with.
see it.
I think she would agree with you, honestly. Just based on how she tweets.
Yeah, I have to concede that point. On
Bro, she was tweeting shit like "I like smelly balls" and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
She tweeted. That's not even the worst. The worst thing she's ever tweeted, right, was that fucking TikTok of her. You've had a rough day at work, right? And it's her tying her hair back and then coming in with her nasty fucking mouth with all the fucking saliva coming in towards like the camera, like she's gonna give it a fucking blowjob. Bro, I had to look at your fucking slimy ass mouth. It was disgusting.
All right. Back
with
to
as
the
a single
stream.
man.
That towards a penis and
So
not a
it's like,
face.
we just like naturally clicked, and considering I was still relatively new to like a lot of the details to Whole Mama Mac story, I ended up deciding not to continue covering it. Like when we started getting like very friendly, and
funny, he
so you
still
get my-
covered it. Pause, please. Pause, please. Pause, please.
I paused.
Funny, he still continued to cover it because a lot of that happened before he did his first live stream on it, according to Olivia.
I don't know the timeline.
Well, according
Yeah,
to
but she's
Olivia,
a hussy. You can't believe anything she says.
being a hussy ain't got nothing to do with whether you tell the truth or not. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Remember, I
We
did an
can keep
interview on
going.
this channel with her, and I never even edited it, so like it never went up on the channel because I cut it off right there. I was like, okay, no. So like that was when it's like I felt conflicted. I was just, you know what, I can't consciously like work on that. So that's why I had said the whole conflict of interest thing, And this whole thing connects to the overarching or arching. Is it overarching or arching or arcing? Overarching.
Arching.
Overarching narrative
Edwin, just
that was
say it.
spread about me.
Both.
That although it sounds like an insane conspiracy to me, I think like it's more insane that people believe it. But I mean, I guess it's like it makes sense because I mean, not just because like YouTubers are saying it, but also like, I guess Olivia did kind of like allude to it, and she kind of omitted some details. But like this whole rhetoric that I or narrative that I use my platform or cover this type of story to flirt with SA victims. It's like it's just like, damn, okay, so you're just like trying to go all the meat just because of that, like that instance, right? And it's like not true whatsoever, because like the prime and only example was Olivia. So it's like, what? Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
As much as I've said that Olivia's a hussy, right? Anyway, as much as I've said that, it does speak to like if you do that with somebody who's like a victim of something, right? And you're known for covering this shit. It speaks to you not really caring about what happened to these people. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
not
you're willing
like-
to do that. You should go into it with the mindset that you're not going to do that because this person has been through something.
Yeah, it's
right, which
it's bad optics, but he did say that it was wrong himself.
Yeah, I agree. And my argument, and I'm practically doing Edwin's job for him at this point with this argument, was that if you're in that situation where you're a commentary channel who's covering stuff like Repzilla and Edwin, and you're talking to a lot of victims, right? And you're covering this topic, and you're talking to this victim, and then things get sexual, and you say, okay, I'm stopping covering this topic right now.
Right.
How bad is that? You know, how like if he does the responsible thing and stops the topic and pursues a sexual relationship.
But the thing is, he didn't stop.
I think the correct thing to do in that situation would be to say, look, I think you're great, but this can't happen.
Right.
I just want to address somebody quickly in chat. CV. Yes, I don't care what happened to them. I don't care what happens to most people. I'm not going to pretend that I do. But it doesn't mean that I can't point out that he might not care either. I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing.
I told you this before, yeah.
Here's the thing. He stopped with the video. He did not stop with the live streams.
I mean, it's like this. It's like there's two different things going on right there. It's like, should have he not done that? He shouldn't have. That's pretty obvious. The other one is if he was going towards a legitimate relationship with this person, that's what he thought. Then
right.
I mean, that's also it's not as black and white because it's like that's okay.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No, listen. Like the way I look at it, people fuck up, okay? But he's trying to sell everybody that I stopped it when it happened before the first live stream. Before the first live stream, that means he didn't stop. He stopped the live streams, but he did not stop. He stopped the video, not the live stream.
What's the timeline in that? Because I thought
I specifically asked her because Nick put it in his video. It was oh God. I asked her before the flirting and stuff like that. What did the flirting and stuff like that happen while they were still talking about the Mama Mac stuff, or was it after? And she was like, no, we were still talking about the Mama Mac stuff, and the flirting and all that shit started before the first live stream on it, because she said it was the first time I was going to go on live with him, and then I went live with him. Okay, apparently Xylee needs to go through all her live streams and put a compilation together. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I think the main thing is that it's wrong for the YouTuber to do it, you know.
And I understand people mess up. Believe me, Matt's been going around asking his damn question for 2 months now.
It could have went. Hey, let's look at it this way. What if things worked out between them? What if they were together to this day?
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You know, listen, he's human. I get it. He's human. I'm not like so damn cold-hearted that I don't get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not that cold-hearted. I understand. I mean,
I don't think you're cold-hearted.
Don't ruin my reputation. It's better when people think I don't have a heart.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's a queen.
Who's this Echo Tragedy person in chat? Does anybody know who that is?
He's just a local. He's been in our community for a little while. He's a big defender of Olivia.
Okay.
Because he's always in her replies. And
he's a simp.
Like, hey, yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
Echo's one of mine too.
Today. Hey, Olivia, I like your bathing suit.
What's up, Babs? What's up, girl? Babs in the chat.
Echo is a horrible human being. I don't like him.
Babs says still his besties, girl. Oh no, I feel you. Oh no. Okay, keep going because I want to hear this.
Got you.
The question I was gonna ask her, I told her in text, and she was like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and talk about that." She said, like, I was gonna ask her, like, do you feel like I use my platform or coverage of Max to bait you into any inappropriate conversations? And no. Did we ever sex one another? No. But like, of course, we did have that one FaceTime call that she, told people about. But like, even though like it wasn't initiated by me or anything like that, right? Like the details, like it doesn't matter. It's just like it's stuff that doesn't need to be publicized, and it's just like so extra. But like I feel like this whole narrative that like made me look like some Omegle what's that? Rock chat roulette kind of website. What? Like that's not me. Like I'm a prude, boring guy. Like
right, like you made a mistake by getting involved with Olivia, and then you stopped the story, you corrected it, you Like, yeah, it's not as bad as what it's been made out to be.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody gonna say something? Sorry.
Does he
Yes,
not?
Eva 2.0 doesn't have the voice Eva had. Just saying.
Does he not go into more details? Does he not explain that
Not
situation
really.
more?
He pretty much
No.
pivots from here. I mean, he
I wonder
might say a
why.
little bit more, and then he pivots to just like watching Twitter
Why do
videos.
you think, Repzilla? Why do you think?
I know more.
Look at his
that.
body language and look how he's talking. Why do you think, Repzilla?
Maybe he doesn't want to upset anybody, and he's kind of like me right now. Like I don't know, you know, who's what's public, and I don't want to say something that would like make the girl uncomfortable or something like that. Does that make sense? So maybe he's also jumping through hoops here too. Maybe they had a conversation before. I'm speculating. Maybe he had a conversation beforehand, and there were things that she didn't want him to say, and things that she said it was okay for him to say.
Well, to be fair too, to your point, like if he had planned to go live with someone, who I guess was
True,
Olivia,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then it would make sense that he's kind of on the back heel, right? Like he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do, how he's gonna say what he was gonna say with her around now without her around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else he says. Maybe he does say more.
I don't mind that criticism of like, you know, saying that it was inappropriate to engage with her and whatsoever, but like it's just like hold a brace when you take into the whole like conspiracy theory of like Edwin does this, covers these stories with the intention of taking advantage of SA victims. Like,
Right.
what the hell, dude? Like, because she never even said that. Like, so it's insane. But yeah, long story short, I guess that's it, right? But
Do people know that? Do people know that Edwin's not the only person that Olivia called that night?
Yes, she said it on my live stream.
Okay, straight. Okay, I think that's important, and I don't know why he didn't say that because there was a lot of viewers, I believe, that don't
Yeah,
know that.
the issue is, Brazil, you've been doing a better job defending Edwin than Edwin does right now. That's the issue.
Repzilla, see, yeah, that's true. You are doing a much better job because, see, here's the problem that I've noticed with Edwin. When Edwin tries to bullshit people, he stutters a lot, and he's like, that's what he does. When he is knowingly trying to bullshit people, and hopefully they take this narrative, that's how he acts.
Oh yeah, somebody in chat said, so what? He answered the call basically. So, yes, there was multiple people that Olivia called that night, and I don't know what they did, you know, but we know what Edwin did. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we know what they did? We know what Edwin did. What Edwin did wrong? Yeah, fuck yeah. Like he shouldn't have did that.
Wait, are you telling me that the other people did stuff with her?
I don't know. We don't know, but we know. Why do we know with Edwin?
Would not be surprised.
Wouldn't that be funny if she was going to one commentary YouTuber to the next just to show her tits and they jerk?
to my understanding, and it wasn't just the calls. Like she was also doing live streams and all this other stuff.
She was on an Instagram live. She was drunk, and then she went
going
crazy.
crazy.
People.
Yeah. She was she was showing herself live and stuff, and I think she had quit drinking at the time is what I heard because of that.
Can we not forget that he didn't tell his very good friend Bo Blacks, who dated Olivia? He didn't tell him anything. Can we not forget that Mr. Edwin and I were the ones who kind of hooked, which we didn't think it was really going to happen, but hooked Olivia and Bo Blacks up on my channel, which the video
Why would you
is
do
still
that to
there.
Bodie?
I don't know anything about the timeline between Bo Blackster and Olivia or anything like that. Don't know.
I do. And that's why this is frustrating. Now, does he talk about Bo Blacks? Does he talk about anybody?
Nope. Doesn't name names.
Okay. All right.
I knew about the Olivia and Bobby thing because I'm pretty sure Matt told me to cut things off with Olivia.
I think there's some about that situation specifically. I think that's like I think there is some more there.
Rep, I'm telling you now, and I mean this. with everything. Yeah, there's a lot of things you're
Right.
missing.
Well,
You didn't get told everything. I honestly believe in my heart you got told what was wanted to be told to you.
well, see, here's the thing. I heard from Olivia. I heard from Babs. I heard from Edwin. My sole intention was to figure out what am I going to associate with Edwin anymore, you know?
Right.
So I was never gonna do this for a story or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that.
So when I talked to Olivia about certain situations, specifically to do with Bo Blacks, she told me things that I don't know if are public about that, and if they are or are not, you know, I don't know. That's where I get in a situation where I'm live and it's like I don't know what to say. Don't know what to tell you. You know.
I can only
Mitch, you're
go
such a
off.
simp.
I can only go off by what Olivia has said on my live streams and what Bo Blacks has said on my live stream.
Yeah, what's the story?
And on Dave's live stream, and when Edwin talked to him on and apologized on the New Year's Eve live stream, and then turned around and basically took the apology back as he was going still live because he was
What did he
going back on
apologize
what he said. Basically taking bros before hoes, or taking hoes before bros.
What happened between Bo Blacks and Olivia?
They actually were dating at one point.
Okay.
And then Bo Black said that he cut it off because it just wouldn't work because, you know, she's all the way in Texas, which is not a dox. Hello, everybody knew. He was all the way in Canada and she was all the way in Texas, so it wouldn't work.
See, that's not what I was told.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you. Rubzilla, when you first came, the first time you came up on my live stream and you were talking, didn't I say it, Matt? Didn't I say it to you that something didn't add up? He was not told everything, or he was told something different. I told you that.
I have no doubt. I knew real quick that after I talked to these people that the stories that were out there didn't add up with what they were saying. And it's like, to me, it's like, well, why lie about these things?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense. And I think the people who's hurt in this situation, Bo Blacks is definitely one of them.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's up, Leah, by the way?
Thank you.
I
Mitch.
agree. I agree. Bo Black's dodged a bullet 100%.
Did you have a question for Xylee, Leia?
I do.
You're welcome, by the way.
What's up, Miss Leah?
We might be jumping
you
a
forgot
little
it.
bit. No, we might be jumping a little bit forward, but Edwin responded to the Bo Blacks thing and setting Bo Blacks up with Olivia. And Edwin in this video says that the whole what you and Edwin did with Bo Blacks and Olivia was a meme.
Well, it wasn't okay. I agree with him on that. Okay, if he said it was a meme, like I didn't think it was really going to happen, but I think as time progressed, like on that thing, it was like, oh, wait a minute, whoa, is this? Are they really gonna?
So did he say that in this video?
He did say it in this video.
Well,
Do you
if
have
we
a
keep
timestamp
playing
or
it-
something? Yeah, do you have a timestamp or something? Does anybody in chat have a timestamp? Just
How many
Let
more
me-
minutes is left on this bitch?
It's
A
like
lot. Let
yeah,
me-
we're
Put it,
23
put
minutes
it
into
on-
it. Long.
It's
Put
not
it
that
on
1.75.
It's actually
But
not that
then
much
also-
because he doesn't talk about it throughout the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, just play
But
the
I mean,
video.
Also, Edwin can say it was a meme or whatever, but like even I knew about Bobby and Olivia.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if it started out as a meme or not. They still dated. It doesn't matter if that show was a meme or not. They still dated. That does not take away from the fact that you took hoes before bros. The only reason why Bo Blacks even found out anything that him and Olivia were, that Edwin and Olivia were talking, was because Olivia told Bo Blacks. Edwin did not.
Press play.
Yeah, cover
She
light-
tried
light-
to
did I
talk
get
to
all that?
Bunk and
Oh my
even
Xylee,
Bunk told
come
Bo
on.
Blacks.
Otherwise, we can get through it.
Shit.
Matt, anything Xylee has to say is better than whatever's in this fucking video.
True.
I apologize.
Anything else? You see anything? Oh yeah, Ripzilla even verified that part in like a show before too. But anyways, that's just how much chat. So, but yeah, what do you think of anything worth mentioning? I'm looking at chat now.
I don't know. I just, from the overall situation, I just think that like, you know, it was kind of one-sided. Like it came across that people had this narrative and ran with it. And I mean, yeah, you shouldn't have gotten involved with Olivia. You know that. You know, you're owning it right now by saying that you made a mistake. But people not reaching out and asking for like the whole side of like your side of the story, because there's always multiple sides to a story. So, I mean, I guess this is you setting it straight so you can move on from it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had like tabs, but yeah, that's the Olivia segment. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty much all covered as far as like everything, right? Otherwise, yeah, cool, we did it. We got through it. Otherwise, let's see. But yeah, I guess like the main thing was like just like detaching from these wild narratives. Like,
he didn't say anything.
Right.
He said nothing.
He said absolutely
How did
nothing.
he get through it? He didn't.
We did it, guys!
anything.
We did it! Yay! It's over!
Yay.
Well, let's keep in mind that Olivia bailed on him.
It doesn't matter. There's so much he could have said. He was. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
He was like, "What is this real? Like people eating it up? Like, well, okay. You know, at first you want to get like a visceral
yeah,
emotional
about
reaction.
everything. Yeah.
Like you want to like fight it. And, like I got like all these receipts and stuff. Like, no, I'm not trying. Because then what? I'm like fighting YouTubers right now and fighting like proving.
That's my favorite thing is
as
that he
far as,
says
like,
he has receipts.
everything,
Sorry,
right?
I want to listen to that again.
Otherwise, yeah, cool. We did it. We got through it. Otherwise, let's see. But yeah, I guess like the main thing was like just like detaching from these wild narratives, because like it went from like being confused, like, wait, is this real? Like people eating it up, like, well, okay. You know, at first you get like a visceral, like emotional reaction.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you slow it down to 1.5?
Yeah,
I can't do Matt speed. I
I can
can't.
do that. Sorry, I got editor brain.
Matt's got the tism.
I don't know how Matt does it. Okay, thank
He's
you.
got the tism.
Yeah, at least for this part,
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
knock it down to 1.2.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I
You're good.
appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just having a hard time. My ADHD's kicking in with how
good.
fast he was talking.
As far as like everything, right? From these wild narratives, because like it went from like being confused, like, what is this real? Like people eating it up, and like, well, okay. You know, at first you get like a visceral, like emotional reaction, like you want to like fight it, and like I got like all these receipts and stuff, but, like, no, I'm not trying, because then what? I'm like fighting YouTubers that's right narrative and fighting, like, you know, proving the girls wrong or whatever, like, you know, just at least if not proving wrong, then just starting a fight and perpetuating. It's like, no, it's not worth my time.
But
It's not worth
like-
anybody's time. Like, I'm sure.
But both girls have said that they would rather not be spoken about as
Right.
well. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little bit hard for you to kind of set your record
Lie.
straight when
Yeah.
they've like
Wait
flat
a
out said-
minute. Where did they say that at?
Where did they say what at?
Where
haven't we
did the
proven-
two girls, what Dub just said, where did the two girls say they'd rather not be spoken about?
Haven't we
And
proven
even
that they
Babs
both
in the
said that?
chat right now saying when and where.
Yeah.
Babs did tell me that she did not want to be spoken about at one point.
Was that before she came out?
Mm,
Because remember, at one point, she didn't really want to talk about it, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, that was. I remember because I was in a Twitter space at one point, right? And Babs was in there, and that was ages ago. And Babs was just like, "I don't want to talk about it anymore," right? It's too
yeah,
much drama
she
and
she
shit.
shared
But
shared
then
sentiment
she-
with me. On
Rep, she's saying, no, I did not.
I don't care what she says.
Who?
She said just like he said. She had said that to me on multiple occasions. So, I mean, you
what
can
I'm
change your
saying
mind.
is, she said it in a Twitter space ages ago, and then obviously she made that post. and
When did she?
everything.
Okay. I know I've already asked this to again, Repsilla, but when did she say? When was the last time she said it to you?
Maybe 2 weeks ago or so. It was a common insistence. Like it was like wanting the drama to just not be there.
Babs, if you want to call in, you're welcome to. We can settle this.
like they don't want to be spoken
Never gonna
about.
get any
So
sleep.
I mean, this is kind of your way of letting people know that, you know, like the situation without dragging it out and dragging them into more.
And
more
to be
drama.
fair to Edwin,
Okay.
To
Wait.
be fair to Edwin, these are the words coming out of Dove's mouth.
Bab says, I can want not to talk about it, but that doesn't mean he can't.
Who?
That's what Babs just wrote in the chat.
You can want. Are you saying you can want him to not?
She's
talk
asking
about
for
it,
a
but
link. She's asking for a link.
No, Babs
Are you-
is saying that she can say, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
Right? But,
But
she's
Ed-
not saying that he cannot speak about it anymore. Do you know what I mean?
That doesn't make any
She's
sense.
saying,
Though.
well, no, she's saying she doesn't want to deal with the bullshit anymore on her
Yeah.
end. But he can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
Sentiment. That's the sentiment, yeah. But like, so she's saying like, Edwin can talk about it?
Yeah, Edwin can talk about it. She's just not going to talk about it anymore because she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, because I can tell you this much right now. I have permission to talk about it. Like cover it.
Well, in fairness,
her.
Zyla, you were not involved in it.
No, exactly. What I'm saying is though, she hasn't come to me and told me I don't want you not to talk about it. I don't want you to talk about it. I just want this to be over. You can't talk about it. Like she hasn't told me that. You know what I'm saying? I would think she would tell other people that. Oh, okay.
Jared, now recording. We'll talk about things even if you don't want us to talk about it.
True. Y'all really will, especially for $500.
I will confirm.
Did you wake up already? Did you like go to sleep, wake up, Zali?
I went to bed at 10 because I was working off of 2 hours sleep.
All right, I'm pulling her in. Pulling her in. Hello, Babs.
What's up, girl?
Babsy.
Yo. So the narrative right now from Repzilla is that 2 weeks ago you said, and Repzilla, correct me if I'm wrong, that you did not want Edwin to talk about it.
There's a difference between him calling me a clout whore and me saying, don't talk about me then. If you're going to call me a clout whore, don't give me the clout. And also, I have not said that to Edwin. I was talking to Repzilla, so whatever he wanted to tell Edwin, like, he's actually baffling my mind right now. He wanted me to go on and help Edwin with Olivia to make his response video. And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not helping him. I have no reason to.
All right, Repzilla.
I don't see a difference in saying, like, if you're saying that you don't want him to talk about it, but you don't care that he talks about it.
If he's calling me a clout whore, then don't mention me if you don't want me to get the clout. That's the only thing I was talking to you about. And I did not say that to Edwin at all.
I don't know about that. It doesn't sound right. It seems like to me, like you shared with me the sentiment that you just wanted it to be over. You didn't want people to talk about you or anything like that.
I mean, it gets stressful. I'm not a YouTuber. It gets stressful when people are in a chat talking about me, but I didn't say he shouldn't talk about me. I never said he can't go on a stream and talk about me. That's not what was said. You know what was said, Repzilla? Remember when he admitted to you in the call that I was hiding under the shirt? I do remember that being said to you.
I mean, yeah, that was said, but yeah. I don't know. Me and you've talked a lot, right? So I don't know what you want me to, if you care if I say anything at all, if there's some certain things that you don't want me to say, or
I'm just confused because like 2 weeks ago or so you said he might not even make a response at all, and you were trying to say that I should get in with Olivia, trying to help him create his response and help him so he has a career out of this. And I said no, that I don't want to do that. And you said, well, he might not respond at all. And I said, I think that would be good for him, but I didn't say that he can't. I didn't say that he shouldn't. That's what he's trying to say on the stream, is that I was telling him directly that he can't or shouldn't. If you're going to call me clout whore, then don't mention me if it's bothering you. I don't care. Either way that he can go. That's why I said 2 days ago before he did this stream that I don't care if he talks about me or not.
Well, then I misunderstood, because when somebody tells me that they want this to stop and they don't want to be mentioned or anything like that, I assume that you don't want the person to talk about it either.
I mean, that's assuming, but also we were like kind of.
I think it's a pretty like, you know.
Yeah, but do you notice how she keeps saying if he keeps calling me a clout whore?
Right. Yeah.
That's the whole thing right there. Why the fuck are you calling me a clout whore? Then don't fucking mention my name. That's basically telling him fuck you.
Well, we had a conversation. I mediated, and I don't know how much of this Babs wants me to talk about or anything like that, but. Where they went at it, they talked about things, and she said, "Don't say these things about me." And this was, like a month ago? When was that?
In the beginning of January.
Okay, so this was a hell of a long time back. So, and when she told him that, he stopped saying that. That's when he stopped saying anything like that, because before he was.
Him to stop having Discord watch parties about me. Remember when he was like in there, like kicking people, like, you know, all that, saying Babs is not be trusted. Like, that was way long ago. Don't know why that's being confused with like now and his response. I'm confused on where you're confused.
I guess I'm just confused because back in January when you told him to stop saying those things, he had done that. He didn't say anything else. And I mean, if you want him to like talk about stuff about to do with you,
I don't care.
That's your decision, you know?
That's like not really my decision if he's gonna talk about it or if he's gonna ignore it.
I mean, if you tell him like you don't want him to talk about you, then he's probably not going to do that. Just like with what happened with Olivia, where she backed out and didn't want to do that.
Like if you're calling me a cloud whore and I say don't mention me, then that's different than saying I don't want you to talk about this story. I want it to end. I have anxiety or whatever, because that's not how I framed it at all. It was more of a like, if you're gonna call me a cloud whore, then don't mention me. Like what?
Yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. That's exactly what I said too. So
and also in that call, he admitted to everything. Like he's literally admitted everything to multiple people. So I'm like also confused on that aspect.
When you say admitted to everything, what do you mean?
What, me hiding under a shirt in the car, like everything that happened in the car, and everything that happened in my house after that, like isn't public. But I'm just confused on like what you're confused about, Repzilla. Like admitted everything.
What do you mean? Like, you're confused about exactly what did I say?
On why you're saying the only reason Edwin would think that I told him not to talk about me is because if you were talking to him.
We talked. You were in a call where we all talked, and you were like saying to him like, you don't want to be talking about. It's pretty understood. But the other thing is like what do you mean? Like, what are you saying when you're saying like you were under a shirt? Like, what are you trying to?
What do you mean? Don't even play.
Like, what are you implying about that?
What do you mean? I've already talked about this. I was in the car. I put my head under her. It was so awkward. And
she's implying that she was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already gone through this. Like, this was all the drama that was already fucking covered. And he just admitted it to you in the call. And you heard that. Like, that. Like, we've texted about it. Like, I'm just.
So what do you want from me here?
I'm just confused on like why you're like pushing at me a little bit. Like
I'm not pushing at you. I'm not pushing at you.
Like and I've tweeted that I don't care if he responds, and if he's like
I don't care if he wants to talk about you, like he can. But what I'm saying is that you have expressed to me that you would not like that, and you expressed it heavily on multiple occasions.
It sounds like to me she didn't like the clout horde part.
Yeah.
I mean,
if that's what you're confused about, that's what I meant. But also, I talked to him in a call with you once in like the beginning.
Right.
It's like.
I will say, I did have a phone conversation with Babs after your mediation with Edwin and Babs told me that she was okay with me making a video and that she was okay with people making statements about it. She has consistently told me and Xylee the same kind of thing. So I don't think that there was any kind of changing her mind on her end. Maybe on Olivia's end, but I don't. What Babs is saying, she is consistently saying it.
I mean, that's fair. No, if I don't care who talks about whoever. Like, if she wanted Edwin to talk about her,
I don't care either way. I'm not sitting.
I don't either.
Brushing my hands together, like being like, "Oh yes, I can't wait for Edwin to talk about me."
Like, all I'm saying is that you expressed to me on multiple occasions that you didn't want him to talk about you. Like, you didn't want these people to talk about you.
I didn't want to help Olivia in helping him rebuild his career because I have no interest in doing that after all the shit he said and done. I have no interest in that. That's also different.
Like,
I mean,
I understand why you would feel that way.
And we talked about that, like, kind of, so I'm confused.
What are you specifically confused on?
Why you're trying to say that I've said on multiple occasions that he shouldn't talk about me.
No, you said on multiple occasions that you didn't want people to talk about this anymore.
No.
And not that he shouldn't.
I mean, I might have in a personal call told you I'm stressed out about it. I've told Brantley the same thing. Like, it's stresses out. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just like chilling in the comments. But
Yeah.
I haven't told anyone that they can't talk about it.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's cleared up. I don't know if I'm confusing everyone or if. Like,
I'm still a little confused, honestly.
And the funny thing is I'm not confused at all.
Well, explain it.
She didn't want him going around calling her a clout whore.
Right.
She's getting pissed off because he's walking around like he hasn't done anything when he's told multiple people what really fucking happened. Okay.
Mhm.
And she has no interest in helping him because she's still pissed off on how he was with her.
Right. Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
exactly true.
Is that it? Is that right, Baz?
That's really exactly right. Okay. That's exactly right.
It takes a woman. Just
And
saying.
and I mean,
I mean, did I say something that wasn't right there? Did I say something that was wrong?
I mean, you said she didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. It was the
what
clout.
Repzilla is trying to say is what it sounded like to him.
Yeah.
Is that she didn't want to talk about it. That's all he's. That's
Yeah,
what he's trying
it was
to
a
say.
miscommunication. It sounds like a miscommunication, to be honest.
All right, but he also knows I'm not a liar because he's heard the truth. So, and
Well,
so
I
I'm-
will say he hasn't called, as far as Rep hasn't called you a liar to me. I know that.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say anything bad about her.
Yeah, no. A Rep has not called you a liar, and he's been on my live stream twice talking about it. So, and he never called you a liar. So,
all right, well, we're not going to start that.
I really
mean,
care
it
about what
does-
people think. I noticed that a lot.
Do what now?
I'm talking to Babs. I said you get caught up in what people think about you. I don't think you should worry about what people think about
Yeah,
you.
I agree with that.
I mean, it does bother me when people call me a liar, especially when like people are talking about it and admitting to it, and it like bothers me because like Repzilla got close with me and he was like communicating everything I was telling him to Edwin, so that like bugs me. And then people are talking about it. It's like, and I'm not in a YouTube space. It's kind of hard not to watch, and I've tried to stay pretty silent. Every once in a while, I'm annoyed and I'll open my mouth and bitch about it a little bit, but I don't feel like, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, Edwin went live today. Obviously, I'm going to watch it. Obviously, I might have something to say today, Like,
Right. I just think like when it comes to like stuff like this, you find yourself in the middle of shit like this, and you're not on purpose, but you're in the middle of this shit. People are gonna say stuff. People are gonna have opinions, and if you got issues with what everybody says, I'm not saying this as a personal like hit at you. I'm just saying it's gonna drive you nuts if you continue to worry about.
More because me and Repzilla actually became like friends, so like it was bothering me a little bit more that he was,
All right.
Yeah, and I haven't reached out or anything like that just because it's not personal.
I mean, I will say, like, now that we've had this conversation, Edwin's response looks more like a cop out, and he used the girls as to like saying they don't want to talk about it as an out, which is disappointing.
At that, I don't care if he goes back and tries to prove everything wrong. He's already admitted to everything. I don't know what else he's gonna say. I really don't. But sometimes it bugs me, guys. Sometimes it do.
Well, I just think that, like you said, like this internet stuff is not stuff that you want to be involved in. So it's like you need to stop paying attention to it so much, because there, like, was it Matt that said this, that you do get caught up in what a lot of people are saying, even when it's like, so there's been some people sometimes when you came to me talking about some people that I don't even know who the fuck they are. And if any old Joe comes off the street and just says whatever, maybe don't listen to every single person,
You were calling people in the comments though, like you were just responding, like bitching back at people a little bit, like you do it too.
That's my job though, and it's a little bit different because your situation was you were involved in something that was considered serious.
It's personal, so why should I have like personal reaction to it?
Well, like, see, we're all creators here, so if random Joe Bob says something, we're not going to take it serious. We're not going to let it get under our skin, because who are they? We don't know.
What I what I'm saying is just advice. I'm not
Yeah,
saying as a slight.
this is just advice.
I know, like with what Repzilla is saying, you're taking it personal. I can understand because you say you and Repzilla are friends. I'm just saying that you're a normal person. You don't want to be a content creator or anything like that. So if you get affected by what people are saying, I can understand why you take it personally. And I'm just saying if it continues, you're going to drive yourself nuts probably.
Exactly.
I try my best. I mean, I could do better, but everyone can do better at everything, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because it literally is. It's like you say anything on the internet, somebody's gonna hate you for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody can be lying about you lying
creators,
too.
Like, hold on, let's look at chat. I'm sure there's people saying some shit about me. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah. Well, this Echo Tragedy person has been calling me a snake in multiple live streams. Oh, fucking not. And I just want to say, they're a snake. Whole ass anaconda. I'm saying.
Now,
Wait,
you
who's
see,
the
I'm
snake?
the opposite.
Echo Tragedy. Echo Tragedy. Whoever the fuck that is.
I'm the opposite. I feed on people's hate.
I mean, you have to.
I
as
fucking love it.
Well,
as a creator,
Repzilla,
you
can
do
I
not take things serious? Yeah.
Can I try to because I don't know anything about this, but what they're saying and based on what Babs I think was talking about before, were you trying to orchestrate it so that Edwin would have a career after all of this is done? Like how does that work?
No, I was trying to mediate it in a way where, like, if he was going to come out with something, that they could all work together. I mean,
how is that not what I just said, though?
Well, you're implying that I'm trying to save his career when what I'm saying is that I'm just trying to
be neutral,
get the full story out there. Like, if they come out all together and come out with a mutual story based on like the truths and they all agree on this, then we wouldn't be in these situations right now.
Did you try to pitch to Babs like, hey, why don't you do a video with Edwin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, why don't you guys just come together and speak and talk about these things? And Babs did not want to do that, and I understood why she didn't want to do that because
it can be manipulated. Like Edwin could take her out of context. He could do all things with just that on the editing. Now, if it was a live stream,
let that happen. I wouldn't. Yeah. I personally wouldn't let that happen.
I mean, I get that. If it was a live stream, like on your platform or where Edwin didn't have control, I think that would be the most fairest thing to do. And then Edwin can edit whatever he wants out of that to make a video or something. But I think that would probably have been
my idea was for me to be there to make sure that nobody was gonna fuck over anybody. Yeah. And that's why when we got in a call, I was there to make sure that Edwin wasn't going to say anything crazy and make Babs uncomfortable and stuff like that. And I tried to explain to him to like be more patient with the situation. And I mean, these kinds of situations with high emotions are just difficult.
And I will say, going back to Max's question, Edwin and Repzilla have done that frequently where they act as like a mediator for each other. Edwin was a mediator between Repzilla and Nick, and then Repzilla has acted as a mediator with the priming stuff. So that's like a total norm for them to do something like that.
And it's not for me. It's not mutually exclusive to just Edwin. I do that to multiple people. I've done it with Tipster, Nick, I mean, a whole bunch of people. So it's just
I
like
just wanted to bring it up because it was something I was seeing a lot in chat. But
yeah,
that's fair.
Well, and I mean,
the main thing is I would not let I wouldn't let anybody talk bad about Babs or do anything bad towards her.
I mean, fair. Like you don't know me any, but I mean, fair. You know. You've seen you know it's true, so
yeah.
I mean, it's odd if it went.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is like I said, I didn't want to know the truth for anybody else other than myself and my decision to if I was going to be friends with Edwin or not. I needed to make sure that this dude wasn't like a scummy piece of shit, right? So when that was my intention. So I'm not ever gonna make a video or anything like that. I just needed to know for myself, and then. I know that he's not a predator, and that's what I care about.
But yeah, okay, yeah.
He's a creep.
Well, no. I mean, I don't think he's a predator. I
Yeah,
just
he's not a predator. He's not a predator. But I,
Just
like
a
I
little
said,
creepy. He did something a
I
little creepy.
understand. I understand why his former friends are pissed off, and it's a good reason. You know, I understand why Bo Blacks is so hurt. I understand, and I understand probably more than most people besides Babs and Olivia and those, you know, and Bo Blacks and those personally involved, because I've heard every side.
Yeah.
Well, I also just wanted to say to like the people in chat that are like they're really sticking on the whole that he could have a career or whatever after this thing. That's not that uncommon. Guys, like nobody wants to see somebody lose their channel. Nobody wants to see them like have no like lose their bread, essentially. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, my thing is too for Edwin, like just observing his chat, like in this stream, it
thing
seems
that
like a
happened.
lot of his core fan base is kind of isolated. You know, like they don't really. I don't know if they know.
It's an echo chamber.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
have
don't
an
know.
echo chamber over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't know what the allegations are even. So I think it kind of makes sense in a way that Edwin really just wouldn't talk about any of it, because like, sure, you lose the people that are malding, but like maybe you keep the people that don't know any better.
Yeah.
Miss Sarah Miss Sarah Sausage. There is a difference between doing something scummy and being a predator.
Yeah.
True.
There's definitely a difference between those two things.
Wait, what did she say?
No, she was like, but you said scummy piece of shit. So okay, you don't think he's a predator, but you do think fuck the chat's maybe. You do think he's a scummy piece of shit? Question mark.
I said I understand why his former friends believe that to be true. Yes, they have good reason.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying that you can believe the one without believing the other one.
You can call someone a scummy piece of
Oh
shit.
yeah, complete. Yeah,
If you call someone a predator without anything to back it up, you could get sued for that. So yeah.
He's not a predator.
Okay. So
Nah. Unknown error. I have not shifted the goalpost one time in this call and have been completely consistent.
Thank you for the update, Repzilla.
I was responding to who.
Okay. I was like, humble brag, bro.
Just so you know, guys. By the way.
But anyways, Babs, is there anything else you wanted to ask Repzilla?
I'm good. That's all I had to say.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Babs.
God, what a clout whore, am I right, guys?
No.
Cloud goblin.
No.
You know?
That was a joke.
Oh man.
Lol.
Dude, I've been waiting to I was like, I'm gonna that joke was in my head for a while.
I can tell. As D-Max has said, you were cooking.
Cooking. Yeah, let him cook.
All right.
Let him cook.
All right, guys. Look, we got 200 people in here. Leia, is Leia gone? Leia left. Cool. I think Xylee, you're going to have to react to the rest of this video on your own, honey.
I will. I already downloaded it.
It's 6 in the morning and it's time to go to bed. But
not for me. I just woke up.
What? The stream ends just because Matt's like, I'm tired. I want to go sleep. God, Matt.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be kind of honest. I don't. I feel like by you getting involved, I think, and of course I haven't watched the video yet, but I think that may have given Edwin a little bit more confidence than he should give himself.
Myself getting involved?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be involved at all. Like
Didn't you didn't you jump into there wanting to be involved by like helping your bro out?
No, I wanted to know if I was going to be friends with him or not. I cared more about what he did, because I was initially told like he being a predator and doing this shit with the a source of his video, and I was like, what is this? And so I needed to figure it out for myself. So I was like, I went and I asked. I gathered the information. I determined that okay, he's not this person. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Did you why did you feel like you had to be like what? Yeah, because I don't know. Is there a way, is there like another way that you can explain that? I guess because like I'm not sure I understand the way that you said it.
I've been friends with Edwin since like 2018, right? If it comes out that he's he does videos similar to mine. If it comes out that he's doing something that would betray that, then I need to know because I'm not going to associate with somebody that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to associate with somebody that's doing shit like that.
Okay. So that's why you felt like
know?
you had to get involved at all, and then once you were involved, you just decided to try to stay neutral.
Yeah, I tried to well, I never intended to get involved at all. I just wanted to know.
But
for
then why
myself
did
personally.
you? But that's my question.
I
though,
wanted,
like,
I wanted to know for myself personally.
But once you knew, like, or do you not know now?
Are you asking me if I know if Edwin?
Yeah,
is...
like I'm just saying, like, what level of knowledge did you want for this situation before you were good? Like, it's just like because it seems like you're kind of still involved.
I wanted to know if he was doing predatory shit.
And once you found that out, though, why didn't?
No, D-Max, he went in, right? He wanted to figure out what was happening between what had actually happened for his own sake, right?
Okay.
Because they do similar content, and it would look really fucking bad if you do similar content and you're
Yeah,
associating
and not
with a
just
guy
that.
does
I don't want to be
And
friends
then
with somebody like that.
and once he was involved in it, right? I think there's that element of, well, maybe we can try, patch this up. I don't know. Once you're there.
I mean, yeah,
is that about right?
I guess that's about right. I guess let me think here. I was talking to these girls and I was hearing what they were saying, and I was like, well, I mean, I can contact the dude. I can put you guys in contact. Why don't you guys just talk it out? Why don't you guys figure out what's going on? Because there was some issues there, and like some personal issues that I don't know if Babs would want me to talk about, because it's like emotional stuff that she's confided in me on. So it's like,
I get that. That's a hard one because you want to be respectful. So I get it.
Yeah, I've been through hoops with this whole situation.
You
trying to like find the balance between speaking on it with like I said, speaking on it with empirical data and facts, and also trying to keep the confidence of the people who have trusted their words to me.
Thank you, Sacktrap. Yeah, Sacktrap for the donation.
I don't know. Something feels funny to me, and I don't know what it is. It could be because I just woke up an hour ago. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Something's not sitting right with me about any of this. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I can't put my finger on it.
Sacktrap said, "Keep up the great streams. Rest in peace, Edwin."
Thank you.
And maybe it's just my sociopathy showing, right? But like, you can help someone without giving a shit about the outcome.
Yeah, true.
Can I? I'm gonna compare an example that happened to me that is not as important as what this was with the allegations and stuff. But I tried to help out Jessica Pizzle get paid by reaching out to Salvo, and I got in the middle of it. And then all of a sudden, I'm thrown into it because Jessica Pizzle's mad at me because I was given $100, and it turned into, it just kept going and going and going and going. And I think, Repzilla, you had good intentions, but when you go into and you get into the middle of the shit, you're involving yourself in it now, and now you're a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, you have inside information. So when you hear something like, well, that's not what Babs told me. Now Babs is on here. And now you're, now it's, now you're kind of in the middle of it. And that's what I felt like.
I mean, yes.
And that false confidence is what I'm talking about. Because Babs just put in the chat, the 3-minute Edwin thank you to Rep in the beginning felt funny to me. He sounds like to me, and I haven't watched the video yet. Let me make that very clear. But he sounds like to me he's using your name to get validity on the bullshit that he said in the video. Guess what, Rebzilla? It sounds like to me you got used, buddy.
Well,
but I haven't watched it yet. I'm just saying.
I don't see. I don't see how you see it that way, honestly, because it's like, I mean, he can think he used me or anything like that, but I've got the information that I want already, right?
Yeah,
So
but some people are like, oh, Repzilla helped him out, and Repzilla is this, that, and the other. Oh, everything must be fine that's coming out of his mouth.
well, that's definitely not the case because he's definitely still did wrong.
Yeah,
And I definitely.
But the one thing you have to understand is people in general, like in the world, okay, people in general in the world are stupid, and sometimes what you present and sometimes what creators present to people isn't really what's being done in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if somebody said something that wasn't true that they told me, then I would do what I've been doing.
When's the last time?
Okay, let me go watch this. I'm gonna go watch this damn video.
All right, take it easy,
Go
Xylee.
live, Xylee.
Oh God, I gotta make Milk Manor video today. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But y'all have a good night.
You too.
Night. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Well, I think,
Well.
I think that's about it.
I do declare.
Guys. I want to say thank
so
you.
tired, and I gotta watch.
You know
this.
it's getting late when Matt Pitt starts to sound submissive and breedable.
He was just letting me get through this, man. This was a very interesting stream.
Daddy, please.
Why is Riveter dancing? And I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to die. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. We got some recorded podcasts coming up soon. I think one might drop today, but I might push it back till tomorrow. So we'll see because of this live.
I got something else to say. I'm sorry.
Okay, go for it.
This did happen too, so I will say this. Edwin said that he did apologize for the clout stuff when we had that call, and that is true. He did apologize for that stuff to her personally.
Okay.
So,
is he DMing you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Edwin, can I say, Edwin, if you're listening, can I say what you sent me so I can fucking maybe try and clear this up? Because I don't know if you want to keep this secret or not. And I'm guessing because Repzilla is saying stuff, so can I fucking say what I'm saying?
Well, Matt does that. Chat, Xylee might think you people are intelligent, but I think you're retards.
All right.
All right?
You know what, Edwin?
You know
Edwin,
what?
I'm
Here's a
sorry.
good litmus test for intelligence. Like the stream, everybody. If you press like on the video, then you're an intelligent person. Also, sub for more. Sorry.
it's almost at 100 likes, everybody. So do that.
Get it.
Please. I'm just gonna say it, Edwin, and if you're mad at me, I'm sorry. Edwin said I did it all and I don't regret anything. No, I'm just kidding. He said I didn't say that they asked me not to talk about it. I said that they didn't want it talked about, and I didn't care for it either. Well, also,
wait, isn't that what I was saying earlier?
I mean, it's like it's kind of confusing because it's 6:12 in the morning, so my brain might be a little.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That they didn't.
But if they don't want it talked about, it's not the same as, hey, do not talk about it. It's more of the same of like, hey, I think this is what's happening, Repzilla. I think that's what you were trying to say, but what was being heard was that you said, Bab said, do not talk about it. Which if she's going to Edwin and saying, do not talk about it, or going to you and saying, I don't want anyone to talk about it, instead of other than, but as like, I'd rather it not be talked about. There's two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said from the very start, I said that she was sharing the sentiment that she didn't want this to be talked about.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what he said. Is that what he said to you?
He said, I didn't say they asked me not to talk about it. I said they didn't want it talked about.
Yeah, that's exactly what
it's a very
that's what she said too, right? Is that, am I wrong? Isn't that what she said?
I think she was saying, what did she say? No, she said, don't talk. If you're going to call me a clout whore, then don't talk about me because I'm not a clout whore. That's what she said. If you're going to, yeah. So But I guess there is a difference. There's definitely a difference between saying, "Hey, you do not talk about me. Do not talk about me at all," and then saying like, I'd rather people not stop talking about me. There's a difference in that, but it's still kind of, I don't know.
Well, honestly, to me, it's like if you're telling somebody not to talk about you, if you're gonna call them a clout whore, and then the person doesn't talk about you, isn't that kind of like an admission of guilt that you're only talking about them in the sense that they're a clout whore? Maybe it's too late. Maybe I've got late brain.
Ken, bro.
Whatever.
Also, he said also both me and Sabo have publicly said there was no dick sucking. Yes, I know this. The problem is, there's a third person that was in the room, and she has not backed you up with the no dick sucking. She hasn't said you sucked the dick. All right, she hasn't said that, but a lot of people said, all right, well, if she's not going to say no, then I'm going to assume yes. So that's where we're at. My take has always been if no dick sucking ever happened, then that's kind of petty. And I think that's it. My brain has stopped working.
Yeah, my brain stopped working a minute ago.
Repzilla, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, sir. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Have a good one.
All right, guys, we got through it. Thank you so much. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, the next episode of Now Recording will probably be coming out. Maybe I'm gonna switch it to the 27th for sure. And remember, we're getting monetized soon. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed.
By the way, guys, it's a really big episode.
Yes.
Really big episode.
Really, really hype.
Has a great ending.
Which one are we talking about?
The one in question. The one you were talking about. The one you just pushed
the one
back.
with the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big guy. Yeah, we got a big interview.
We got a really big interview.
Yeah.
Really big interview.
I was talking about the one with the piece of shit.
No, that's coming after.
Oh, well, yeah. That one also, well, it's not big, it's more average. We found that out.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies, remember, if you're single, please DM me on Twitter. Right? Only singles.
Also, can everyone watching please, after the stream, go to the description and click on the Shockmail stream link down below and then hit subscribe. It
Don't
takes
do
2
that.
seconds
Shit
because I'm
content.
very, very
Shit
close to
content.
1,000 subscribers.
Awful content.
And for
Awful
the love of
content.
God,
Don't do
just remember, Now Recording is always recording. Have a good one. You can end it now.
Bye.
I was not prepared to end it.